as Nightcliff, 51 points. But the telling fact in all of this is these two teams have played 3 times this year. Nightcliff won back in round 4 by 105 points. They won in round 8 by 67 points, and then they won in round 12 by 33 points. So Wanderers have been closing the gap, but they'd need to improve by about 6 goals in order to win the match tonight. That's the challenge, basically, isn't it? But as we've just seen there, the form coming in, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens when you get here.
Look, I'd be very interested to hear what Natasha's got to say about this, but I love the look up in that forward line. Shannon Motlop, Jackson Holmer, Liam Patrick. Those 3 guys, I don't think, stand to be corrected, don't think they would have played 1 game of football together this season, but they have played a lot of football over the seasons together. And I think that will stand them in good stead. Nightcliff are coming up against a very different unit here this evening. Nightcliff have been very consistent in their group. I'm sure that they also have their best team out on the park for the very first time this season. But Wanderers' team, I think, is vastly improved from anything that they've put out on the park at all across the past 18 rounds. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they go. And with Liam Patrick, he adds 3 or 4 goals himself a match, but just his presence and ability to draw players and open up the forward line for other people, that'll be dynamic to watch.
And with the X factor as well, it's Adam Tipungwuti. So if he's coming off those players as well, and with Shannon Motlop, I guess with the Wanderers, a changing of the guard in a sense. You know, there's no Josh Cabillo, no Nathan Jakura, and you'd used to see Shannon Motlop going through that midfield, you know, the bigger bodies. But when Shannon plays up forward, he can kick, like you said, get 10 touches. He can kick 3 or 4 goals.
NTFL. Coming to you live on ABC Radio Darwin and the Northern Territory.
It's nice to have you with us. The game not that far away. Nightcliff huddle up to our right. Those couple of youngsters standing on the outside of that huddle. I think that's what it is, isn't it? It's about a couple of players who should have been playing today, but for reasons that we don't know, are not playing. Wanderers, on the other hand, gather at the other end, the Michael Long, and exactly the same. They get there, they put their arms around each other, they get in a huddle. See VV walking in there late, and a late one running out there right at this moment is Mitch Taylor, just making his run out. Not sure where Mitch was.
Yeah, no, I think he was getting some extra strapping just at the last minute down on the ground there. And yeah, it took an awful long time for the Buffaloes to walk off. Mark Motlop kept him out there for a long time and really spoke to them. So it's interesting to see where they go from here.
Just some earlier results if you've just joined us. Southern Districts were able to get past the Darwin Buffaloes, and the Darwin Buffaloes put their noses in front halfway through the last quarter, and Southern Districts unleashed a barrage against them and went on to win 16 goals, 8 to 11. So it's bye-bye Buffaloes, and Southern Districts progress to an elimination final next week against the loser of this match. The winner of this match between Nightcliff and Wanderers will front up to St Mary's in a qualifying final that the winner of will go through to the grand final. And in the women's footy today, had the match between the Buffettes and Tars, and in the women's game, the Buffettes just too strong. They were sensational, weren't they? The Buffettes 12 goals 8 to Waratah 4 goals 3.
Yeah, it's a changing of the guard. Waratahs are missing a lot of their best players that are in the Adelaide Crows squad, Charlie. So it's up for anyone this season, because it's only been St Mary's, the Palmerston Magpies and Waratahs that have ever won a women's premiership. So look out the Buffaloes. But I think the smoke here is Jared Islett's team, the St Mary's girls.
So Dominic McCormack, Tasha Medbury, Kieran Davis, Charlie King with you in the commentary box here as the umpire walks into the centre to get this game underway. It's a qualifying final. Nightcliff are kicking down towards the Michael Long end, and Wanderers will be kicking to the airport end. All is in readiness, good crowd on hand, conditions perfect for footy. The lights are on, the green and the blue and the grey that we can see out in front of us is absolutely terrific. To get us underway, here's Dominic McCormack.
Thanks very much, Charlie. Ball held aloft here to start the first quarter. Be a great matchup here. Liam Patrick Cossack on him. Bounces good. Wilson up high. Seb Gilhouse up even higher. Taps it to the advantage of Nightcliff initially, and then goes in and has a second go. Braden McLean, however, picks up at halfback. Gets a handball away. Cole comes through for the Tigers. Releases by hand. Wanderers all over it. Aaron Motlop spins one way, then the other. Goes backwards to Moroney, deep inside defensive 50. He kicks out towards the grandstand wing. Nalkin's there. The bounce eludes him. Goes back in and has another go at it. Taps it to the advantage of a teammate. Neil VV goes in hard, did well. Eagles coming away with it here by hand. Handball goes to Holmer. Cut off there by the Tigers. Good tackle laid on Mummery. He spills possession. In hard goes Mitchell Taylor. Coming through strongly again there as well. Jackson Holmer did beautifully and is rewarded with a free kick for a high tackle.
So Holmer out on the wing and kicks long up towards half forward. Shannon Motlop the target, couldn't get it, knocked away from him. His recovery was good, he got it, they got to him. Seb Gilhouse wrapped his arms around him like a big grizzly bear. They got possession of the footy. Nightcliff win it across half back, spearing kick up toward the wings, a beauty, sliding at the footy. The Tigers were able to take the mark. Handball was a good one. They got it out to Brody Philo. He kicked it back to himself, it went. Then he got the ball again, they got him in a tackle. Went with the handball. The good one comes out to Holtz Fitz, kicks it up towards half forward for Nightcliff, rushed over the boundary line and out of play.
We're not used to seeing Jackson Holmer for the Wanderers Footy Club on the ball. He usually plays at full forward, but he's had a few touches of the ball already. He's looking hot and dangerous out here on the wing.
Boundary throw in now at half forward for the Tigers. Gilhouse up high, was pushed in the back, the tunnel by Wilson, and free kick was paid. Advantage to Coates. Beautiful pass to Starcevic. Dropped it. Tigers, soccer on goal. Ball's in the goal square. VV will be there first and he'll take it through for a rush behind. The first score of the evening, almost 2 minutes in, and VV plays on quickly.
Safety first by VV. Little kick out towards the half-back line. Aaron Motlop with it. Gets onto the right boot. Spears it up towards the wing. Was pretty good. Finds Adam Tippenwoody. Nowhere to go now, and he goes with the kick. It's a nice one. Gave it to Jared Erlinson with space to move in. He's out on the wing. He's on the right boot. He kicks up towards the forward. He wanted Shannon Motlop. He couldn't get it. Taban comes from a long way back for the Tigers. Got there with the handball. Nightcliff with good pressure and good calmness. Out to Seb Gilhouse across half-back. Got runners all around him. Gave the handball out to Peris. Onto the right boot. Went short. Brought it back to the edge of the centre. Corridor kick. Got to Holtz Fitz. Caught in a tackle and lost it. Wanderers win the free kick.
Yeah, great tackle by Simon Bates, and it looks like it's going to be 50 as well, Charlie. They didn't return the ball back, but great tackle by Simon Bates for Wanderers.
He's bustled up a bit, hasn't he, this season, Simon Bates? A terrific player for them. Nailed the tackle. And 50 metres. Oh, Charlie, terrible indiscretion to give there.
Yeah, gee. That's a terrible thing to give away because it's going to cost you a goal. Simon Bates, look at that upper body. he's been in the gym all year.
He's worked hard to make himself a permanent player now in the Wanderers footy side.
As he should be. Bates now comes in on the left boot to have his shot. He's kicked it into the man on the mark. Holmer charges at it. Couldn't take possession. The Tiger defence working hard here deep in the back pocket. Tippenwoody came through. Left without it. Snap, and it would hit the chest of Smart. And that he is indeed. He is a smart player. Another very good forward, Natasha.
Yeah, great player for Wanderers. And Kieran's stats show us he's their second leading goal kicker with 17 goals for the season.
Wow, Justin Smart. He is one of those small players who'll be loving crumbing to Liam Patrick and others this evening. 45-degree angle, 30 metres out. First goal on the board to the Eagles. Yeah,
lucky that they got the ball back then. Simon Bates kicked to the man on the mark and the ball ricocheted and they got the ball back, and a quick kick out of the pack landed in Jake Smart's Justin Smart's hands.
And Smart was actually standing in front of Nalkin, who was predicting that kick was going to go right down to the goal line. It didn't go right down to the goal line. It dropped short.
It did. And Adam Tippenwoody again dangerous, and that was Drugamola with the quick kick. No, sorry, Miles Warmington with the quick kick in that got it to Smart. Eagles first one on the ball, yes. on the board, Charlie.
Took them 4 and a bit minutes. Eagles 1 goal straight. Nightcliff with the one behind. Umpire to ball it up in the middle. Clearance out of the middle really important here. Wanderers will be wanting to get it out through Wilson. They didn't. Ball lands on the ground. Handball came back for Nightcliff, landed on the ground, gave Wanderers a chance to run on it. And Nightcliff Cabillo trying to get it. Joel Cabillo finished up with Aaron Motlop, went backwards with a handball up towards their half-forward line. Taban got there. Big hand went to the footy, knocked it to ground. Adam Tippenwoody caught in a tackle, got the kick away just inside 50. They kicked over the top. Liam Patrick dropping down into the hole takes the mark for the Eagles.
Well, they have started absolutely in hot form here, Charlie, in the first 5 minutes of the game. But Shannon Motlop, interesting, has come straight off and onto the bench. So, Kieran, keep an eye on him and just see if it was a rotation or he's actually hurt himself in the first 5 minutes.
Well, he hasn't headed to the rooms. He's still waiting on the bench, so probably rotation.
So Liam Patrick, the angle not a tough one. 10 in from the boundary line. 30 metres out from goal, leans back and kicks at goal. It'll look good. Oh, it was good all the way. And the Eagles have got a couple, and the man from Lajamanu delivers.
Yeah, haven't they? Just out of the middle, they're winning the ruck each time, and their midfield players are really driving the ball in, and they're leaving the Nightcliff defence in tatters here. As we just watched, and Tipperwoody again, good hand pass out, smart, quickly onto the boot, and Liam Patrick, who lets him find that much room in the forward 50, Charlie. He's a dangerous player.
Back in the middle now. Well, Wanderers, what a good start. 2 straight 12. Nightcliff, 1 behind, and that was a rushed behind from VV. So Gillhouse up against Wilson. The umpire steadying himself. Good bounce it is too. The big men up. Gillhouse up high again, wins it. But the Eagles, they'll win it out of the middle. Handball comes to Bates. High left foot kick. Liam Patrick herring after it. Got hands to it. Couldn't take the mark. It went to Tipperwoody. He then laid the tackle. Now the Tigers needing to steady. Kick comes out wide. Mark taken for the Tigers there by Liam Holt-Fitz. Now he's looking to steady. Goes down the corridor. Kicked into the man on the mark. Again, the kick around the corridor comes along now to Paris. He takes the mark at right half back.
So Paris straightens it up down the corridor they want to go. Nothing on offer yet. Just a short kick. Tabana's out in some space. They ignore him. The kick goes along that far side wing. Hard run at the footy there was Lockwood. He didn't get to the footy. They win it down towards half forward Nightcliff. Kick out of defence by Wanderers up towards Aaron Motlop. Wins it on the edge of the defensive square. Left foot poke out wide towards the boundary line. Just kept it in the field of play, and a little backward kick there gets Wanderers in control of the footy.
Wanderers now through Brodie Martin, takes the mark, and then good looking upfield. He's found Justin Smart, heaps of space on the opposite wing, switched it beautifully. Smart on the left boot. Target was Liam Patrick. Found his other forward there in Warmington, I think it might have been. He couldn't take the mark. Gillhouse trying to come charging through. Wilson off to Tipperwoody, bounces off Paris. The kick almost taken there by Holt-Fitz. Dropped the ball cold, not called by the umpire. Comes to Erlinson, socket away from him by Paris. Now charging at it, Brodie Philo. Toes it towards the boundary line. It will go over for a boundary throw in right in front of our commentary position.
And Philo comes straight off as well, but he's had 5 good touches in the first 7 minutes of this game, Charlie. It's red hot footy out there.
Philo comes off and Ben Clifton goes on. Watch Clifton. He's a great player for the Tigers. A no-nonsense player trying to work his way to the front. Seb Gillhouse did pretty well too. They win the kick out of the pack there. Nightcliff down towards the half-forward line. Handball out to the runner running past. Out there was Mummery. Mummery with a little kick to Clifton. Couldn't get to it. Clifton left it behind. Wanderers close in a hurry. They can win it from the wing, and it's a long kick towards the boundary line. Stays in the field of play. Good mark taken, Nalkin.
Baden Nalkin indeed. He goes inboard, finds Ryan Moot, took the mark well, sprang to his feet, got it across to a teammate straight away, and Tyrant Downey. Now Dana has a bounce, runs himself to 50, goes by hand to Coates. Now they've put themselves under immense pressure. Tackle laid, handball, goes towards the goal square. VV's there, he stepped around. Great goal by the Tigers. McHarg it is.
Yeah,
great goal.
He's a great player for them up in the forward line. We've seen him when he played his first game, and he was just so dangerous, and he's got a big presence down there as well. Good body, and he reads the ball so well. Tigers are on the board.
Took them 9 minutes to get the goal, but they got 2 goals to the Eagles here. 2 goals straight to 1-1. Earlier today, if you've just joined us, Southern Districts eliminated the Darwin Buffaloes 16 goals 8 to 11 goals 11. Good start to the footy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And the Tigers, they needed that goal because Wanderers getting the 2 goals on the board and starting very hot. But good team goal, that one, and just in the right place at the right time with the bounce, and took on VV and got around him and got the ball through.
When McHarg came here, we were really impressed by him, and then we didn't quite see him, but he's a quality player.
He is.
He really is. So ball up back here in the middle. Umpire goes in, and we see still Seb Gillhouse. He'll continue to ruck for as long as he possibly can. He had a good season spell halfway through the season. He got the tap down to Coates, couldn't get it, down on his knees, gave it back to the big man Gilhouse. He got half a handball away. Wanderers win the kick of Aaron Motlop down towards the half forward line. Plenty of defenders back there. Nightcliff can get out of trouble off the boot of Cossack. That's Patrick Cossack. Goes to the back pocket. Little short kick for Ryan Moo. Has it at defensive 50. They close quickly on him. It's Smart who's been just so busy, but Moo's kick is okay. Links it up and gives it to Patrick White.
Patrick White taking that mark there. Only just outside defensive 50. Is on the grandstand side of the ground. Goes down the corridor, looking here for Starcevic. Gilhouse there as well. Ball comes to ground. Wheater did beautifully to get the ball to Taylor. His handball was smothered, and now a free kick paid here for a throw.
I don't know where that came from because Mitchell Taylor looked to have hand past that.
Starcevic goes down the line again towards McCarg. Ball off hands. Here's the dangerous man here, and Isaiah Farrell-Nelson just bends it towards the goal square. It bends too far through for a behind. 1-2-8 the Tigers, trailing the Eagles 2 straight 12. We've gone 11 minutes in the first.
Eagles now to bring the ball back into play. Not much on offer. They're going to have to kick and hope here. There's a pack that breaks and splits and runs out wide. Ball goes back out towards the boundary line. Wanderers get there first. Their kick is a good one to Liam Patrick. Has it on the wing underneath the scoreboard. Shows Nightcliff 1-2. Wanderers 2 goals straight. 2 shots at goal. There's Aaron Motlop with his kick inside 50. He's not too bad. Gets it right on the 50-metre line. Ball on the ground. Whistle is gone. And I think the free kick going to Big Taban across the half-back line. Hard up against the boundary line.
Yeah, good body work by Taban on Jackson Holmer then.
Taban now with that free kick. Good kick it is too. Finds a teammate in the form of Jason Cole. Starting to get busy is Cole. Good player. Kicks up the corridor looking for a teammate there in Starcevic. Outbodied initially by Wilson. Wilson gets the toe poke to VV. Can he get it away? He can. Got it to Taylor. Goes backwards with the handball. They're under pressure here. Goes to Moroney. He does well, except his kick is poor. Cut off by the Tigers. They now have opportunity. Long kick into forward 50. Who's there? Gilhouse is down there in the forward pocket. Traps the ball beautifully with the body. Gets the handball away. McCarg didn't quite know what to do. His tap didn't go where he wanted it to go. Trapped in the forward pocket. Caught holding the ball. Free kick to the Eagles.
Wanderers can win the free kick, and out they come off the boot of Brodie Martin. Deep in the back pocket. Nowhere to go yet. He's got to play a loose up on the wing if he wants to go there. He does, and he elects to go to the other side of the ground. Long searching kick out there and finds Mitch Taylor tucked away on the boundary line. Mitch Taylor just inside defensive 50. Will go short with the kick. Gives it to VV. Takes a strong mark in front of Nalkin onto the right boot. Kick is okay, drops it in short. Wanderers controlling the footy, doing pretty well here. Mahoney's kick up towards the wing. It's not a bad one. Lands at the 50-metre line. Handball over the top. Deep penetrating kick inside 50. They're underneath it, the Eagles. Tolmer couldn't get it. Hard tackle there. Sees Kyle Cossack go to ground. Whistle goes. Might have been a trip. It was a throw. The Eagles get it. And the Eagles are going to have a shot from directly out in front. A little bit lucky in all of that, I would reckon. This is Drogamuller.
Yeah, Drogamuller's gone back in. Unfortunate there. He just was rolled into the back just as the Nightcliff player went to hand pass it, and his hand didn't manage to hit the ball.
So the clock has ticked to 13 and a bit minutes, and Big Hugo has gone back inside the square. The man standing on the mark is about 10 metres inside the 50-metre line. So he's got quite a run up, crosses 50, gets back, lines up, bangs away, and it drifts out to the right, comes up with a minor score. So Wanderers 2-1, Nightcliff 1-2.
That's a bad miss by Drogamuller.
Tigers now to bring the ball back into play. Kick in. Comes from Daniel Bowles. Good kick in it is too. Finds a teammate there in Kale Cossack. Cossack looking for options. Will head out towards the scoreboard side. Starcevic was his target. Did beautifully to work his way in front of Wilson. Wilson looking for the free kick for a crack to the chops. I think he might have given one to Starcevic on the way down too, just to say thank you very much. Starcevic gets up. He does have the mark. He's at right half back for the Tigers. Scoreboard side. Looking a little bit dark over on that side of the ground. Long kick down the line. Off hands. Towards the boundary it goes, and taken over there for the Tigers. And they'll yield a boundary throw in. Right half forward they are. 14 and a half gone. 13 plays 8.
And you're right, Jackson Starcevic was hit across the chops by Josh Wilson. That was a fair crack across the face. Accidental. I think he was going for the ball.
So Wilson here didn't get anywhere near that throw-in. And the whistle is gone. I think they might want that to be thrown in again.
That's a good call by the umpire, Charlie, because that drop really short and gave no team an advantage there. So I think that's a brave decision by the on-field umpire, and the young fella, the boundary guy's coming in a little bit further.
It's one of the great shames of the boundary umpire. Throw it in again. That's what he's doing. He's done a little bit better this time, but it still wasn't a straight throw in. Wilson went looking for the footy, didn't get it. Wanderers win it, get a kick, scrambled up towards Taban. Read it best at the back, Patrick Taban. Handball was okay, gave it off to a runner coming out of defence out there, and with the kick to the middle of the ground, good mark reaching over the back. Thomas Motlop takes a beauty.
Oh, what a good mark it was too. He plays on quickly, goes out wide to Liam Patrick,
well
just
done.
shows the ball, creates space wonderfully well. Joel Cabillo now receives the handball, goes long. Taban just kills the contest as he should. The key defender did beautifully, perhaps could have taken the mark.
Yeah, he's doing well down the back line. Just with his body work, Holmer's finding it really hard to get himself in and under the ball. But when you're against Patrick Taban, you know you're in for a hard day.
Pye throws it in again, this time knocked to ground, smart with it, got the handball away, tried to get it to Wilson, Nalkin on the clean-up, Taban again with the big fist, gave it off to Shannon Motlop, banged away with the left boot, misses out to the left, comes up with a minor score. So Wanderers 2-2, Nightcliff 1 goal to 16 minutes gone first term.
Yeah, Shannon Motlop would usually kick those every day of the week. It was a bad miss by Shannon.
Tigers again. Coates it maybe this time, looking to bring the ball in. In fact, bowls, and he goes with the right boot. Kicks long, Starcevic the target, came off hands. Wilson did well to create the contest, got the ball towards Joel Cabillo, just could not keep the ball in play. So there'll be a boundary throw in 50 metres around from the Wanderers' goal, right forward pocket.
A few bad misses by Wanderers. Just a little bit of nerves, I think.
Right at the 50-metre line, Wilson reached from the back, did okay, tapped it to ground. Handball comes out, and it landed in the hands there. It was smart, went off the left boot, curled it around inside 50, knocked away by the defence. Coates got to it. He went to ground in the middle of the back. He got it. They've won the free kick. Advantage played. Nightcliff on the run from their half-back line. Kick up towards half-forwards, not too bad. VV underneath the footy, couldn't get it. Spillage came to him again. Onto the right boot, tried to caress it up to Shannon Motlop. They got there and nailed him, put him to ground. Nightcliff get possession, straight into the hands here of Holtzfitz. His kick is okay. It's better than okay. He kicked it beautifully. He gave it off to Downey. Downey outright. He's got the runner. Nalkin from directly out in front. Leads back and kicks the goal. Oh, it's a great goal. Nalkin delivers.
Yeah, and all the way from the back line as well. What a goal by Nalkin and Nightcliff. And they've got the replies, Charlie, to get themselves equal with the Wanderers. But disappointing play by Shannon Motlop on the wing here. He really played for the free kick, and there was no in the back. And as we watch the ball get out, but he needed to work a little bit harder than he's come straight off the ground. So he's doing 5-minute rotations by the look of things for Wanderers, but they need him out on the ground more so than on the bench.
Nalkin pretty good, ran from right down in the back pocket to get there. 2-2 apiece at the 18-minute mark. Here's Dominic McCormack. We'll get down to Kieran in a moment if we can get to him.
Took the risk, did Nalkin, and took the risk beautifully. Ball in the middle, bounces good. Tigers win it. There's an around-the-neck free kick to be paid, so the Tigers will come out of the middle again. That free kick there is used well. Kick goes to Starcevic, up the ground, takes the mark. Left half forward, called now to play on. Goes long, goes to the other side, and a good mark taken there by Patrick White. Took them. I don't know why he's messing around with his defender there, Natasha. He might have the ball taken off him if he's not careful.
Braden McLean, he wasn't happy with the contest there, but when you've got the mark, you just go back and kick the goal, and then you go up to the defender and let him know that you weren't happy with the contest. But
it's the sensible thing to do, Tash.
Nightcliff are looking dangerous here now that they're getting their hands on the ball. I think the nerves in the first 10 minutes really got to them, but you should go back and kick this goal.
Patrick White, 45-degree angle, right of centre. Kicking towards the Michael Long Academy end. Be great for his confidence if he can put this one through. Kick is on its way. It veers to the left, and he has kicked a behind. So poor miss. Nightcliff 2-3-15. Wanderers 2-2-14. 20 gone in the first.
So Eagles with the kick now from that minor score. They're going to think about going straight down the middle, where sort of a huddle formed, but the short kick by Thomas Motlop, went out towards the half-back line. Mark taken along the boundary line. 2-3 Nightcliff. 2-2 Wanderers. Get down to Kieran. Kieran, anything for us?
Yeah, shaping up to be a very typical wet season night. Basically no wind to speak of, very humid, which is obviously going to make the ball pretty slippery for the players out there.
Mitchell Taylor offered in the back pocket, ignored, kick out wide, almost out towards the wing. It's a long kick. Pack forms, lands on the ground, gathered in by Coates. The coach gets it, spears at the 50, ball bounced at the back. Thomas Motlop left it on the ground. Hard work there, spills out into the hands here of Brodie Philo. Got a half a kick inside 50. Julian under pressure. Julian Lockwood lost it to Thomas Motlop. He comes away from half back.
Thomas Motlop goes for the target out here of Liam Patrick. Just held his ground beautifully. Patrick Cossack was over the top. Liam Patrick with a bounce. Runs inside 50. Keeps an eye on his opponent. Has the shot at goal. Oh, chopped off. Beautifully read by the Tiger defender and just belted it through for a behind. But Liam Patrick, sensation.
That was exciting football by Liam Patrick. Unfortunately, the Nightcliff player just managed to get over. But, exciting footy, and that's what Wanderers want more of.
Tassie took 2 steps too many, Liam Patrick. He should have kicked it earlier. They closed on it and knocked it to ground. Tigers to bring it out. Scores level, 2-3 apiece. It's a great footy. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching it. One here by Nightcliff, kick out wide, Kyle Emery, and it was a good kick and a big mark taken out on the far side of the ground. Little short kick comes into the centre of the ground, and Nightcliff can get clear now.
Ashley Duncan on the left boot, swings it out towards the grandstand wing. Possession here with the Tigers, lovely kick in. Mark taken by Farrell Nelson, goes inboard to Cole, takes the mark at left half forward. Minding his mark there was Ferreira. Kicks long to the target down there, and Gillhouse got 2 hands to it, couldn't take the mark. Comes back to him, has the shot on goal, and kicks a behind.
He's just got another level to his game now, Gillhouse, when he goes down the forward line. And that second effort, once it hit the ground, he was up and at it and unfortunately misses the goal, but good efforts.
We saw him kick 3 here one day in a sterling performance. Kick comes out wide here now to Smart, who's got a roving commission. He's up across the half-back line. Kick was okay, centred it up for Bates, didn't get it. Ball knocked to ground. Mitchell Taylor on the clean-up, dived on the footy, gets a push in the back and wins it across half-back.
That nearly could have gone the other way because he was diving at the footy at the legs of the Nightcliff player.
Goes backwards to Thomas Motlop. A little bit rattled here, the Eagles. They've got no avenue up towards half forward. Now that kick fortuitously falls into the arms there of Jackson Holmer. Takes the mark. Drogamullah being minded by Taban. He's too far up. The kick from Holmer was terrible. Off the side of the boot, out of bounds on the full. And that free kick will be taken by Liam Holt-Fitz.
Just too casual there, Holmer. Just one step and kicked it out of bounds on the full. No one around him and only about 15 metres upfield.
Kieran?
Yeah, plenty of jeers from the neutral area of the crowd there.
Is the kick for Big Gillhouse. Oh, he took his eye off the footy. It bounced off his hands, went to Aaron Motlop. His kick was okay. Down towards half forward. Good defensive work now. Can handballed it out wide. Wanderers come and close pretty hard too. They got there quickly and put pressure on Brodie Philo. He lost the footy to the boundary line. His second effort was good. Scooped it up and went with the kick. Handball got out towards Thomas Motlop. The kick rolls towards the boundary line. Gee, Vivi did well back there. And what's happened? I think
they said it was over the line.
I don't think it was.
No, I don't think it was either. That was well kept in by VV. That got it over the top to Thomas Motlop.
Boundary throw in. And Starcevic goes up, wins that down, goes to Philo. Little bump on him by Thomas Motlop. Nothing in that. Target was Gillhouse. Ran to it well, but it went past him and now falls into the hands of Wheatra. The Eagles best and fairest. The ball goes to VV. Cross half back to Moroney, now to Ferreira. Took the mark, umpire, he calls play on. Had to handball it under pressure, and now they will be under pressure. Coates with the right boot kick, out wide and finds a teammate in McCarg. Man with the flashing orange boots says he's going to go long, and he does exactly that. It's in a dangerous spot. VV flies high, belts it down. Coming through is Farrell Nelson, goes to ground, up again, loses the ball in the tackle. The Tigers, the high up and under towards the goal square. Patrick White's underneath it, interfered with it was his call. Nothing doing was the umpire, and now Erlinson will run it out for the Eagles.
Jared Erlinson kick is okay, got it out very wide, intended it for Joel Cabillo, couldn't control it. Lost it to the boundary line just outside the defensive 50 for a throw-in. 24 and a half minutes gone, Tigers by a point. 2 goals 4 to 2 goals 3. Earlier today, Southern Districts 16 goals 8. Dispatched to the Buffaloes 11 goals 11. Throw in. Pack gets underneath it. No one with a clear possession. It was Starcevic trying to get the tap down. He went looking again. Moo got in, got a little bit of the footy, lost it. Spillage comes out towards Aaron Motlop. Couldn't chase it. It got away from him, and Starcevic sees it over the boundary line. They've forced it out towards the wing, the Tigers.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're doing well here, Charlie, just to lock the ball in. Wanderers are a little bit rattled, as Dominic said. They just can't find the avenue at the moment or hit targets.
Boundary throw in. And up goes Starcevic, wins it down, having a good game. Motlop coming away with the quick left boot kick. Up high, down centre wing, Tipping Woody, tapped it on, running onto it, Cabillo. Peris had ball in hand. Siren sounds for quarter time. And a quarter time score, Nightcliff in front by a point. 2-4-16, the Eagles 2-3-15.
Yeah, cracking start to the game by Wanderers, but Nightcliff got it back in the end to even it up and to go 1 point in front.
Time to escape, 'cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm blue and far and wide.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Just another beautiful day in the Territory, huh?
Does it get any better?
Yeah. You guys catch anything yet? Nah, nothing yet. But we're feeling lucky. See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tyre. What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
This summer, pass your personal best. Pass the time doing things you love. Pass the SunSense, please. SunSense SPF 50+ is a very high UV sunscreen sold only in pharmacies that's made right here in Australia for Australian conditions. And for the best price on SunSense, you can't go past Chemist Warehouse.
Intersport, new concept store now opening Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience. Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Introducing Southern Cross Television's NTFL broadcast partners. TIO, we're for Territorians. Kennard's Hire, making your job easy.
but we did lose 3 times before. What a great answer there from Dean Rioli. We'll leave that question hanging with you with the Nichols medal and come back to you later on. Second quarter about to get underway. Dominic McCormack.
Good on you, Charlie. A tight one it is. 1 point lead to the Nightcliff Tigers here. Second quarter underway. Great bounce by the umpire. 1 down by Gillhouse. Charging through the Eagles. Joel Cabillo takes possession. Cole wraps him up in a great tackle. Tigers now with possession. Handball comes out to Philo. He's knocked down after disposal. No free kick downfield. Mitchell Taylor desperate, diving at the ball at half-back. It comes back to him after he lost it initially. Good handball from him to Erlinson. His handball chopped down, goes back in and gets it again. Wrapped up in a tackle, gets the handball to Taylor. Good hard play. Up towards Liam Patrick, clears him. Nightcliff swarming around this. Handball comes from Gillhouse to Philo. Lovely kick from him, just cleared the head of a teammate. Now goes to the back of the pack and McCarg overruns it. Taken now by Thomas Motlop, just tossed it gently over the boundary line for the boundary throw-in, 50 metres around from goal.
Yeah, he disguised that really well. We've seen in the previous game there was no deliberate out-of-bounds calls.
So the ruckman's going to be Hugo Drogamola. He's going to jump against Julian Lockwood. The ball's up on the 50-metre line. Lockwood got the left hand on it, did it pretty well. Nightcliff with a kick that didn't work as well as they did. They're on their half-forward line. Wanderers win the kick out towards Gillhouse, just short of the wing. Lands on the ground. Adam Tippenwoody on the snatch. Got it and won it pretty well. The knock came out for Nightcliff there into the hands of Cossack. That was Kyle Cossack, and then the kick down towards their half-forward line was pretty good. Coates got there, and he wants a free kick, and I think he's going to get it. Troy Coates ran at the footy. They pushed him in the back, Tash.
Yeah, Jared Erlinson knew that Coates was going to get the footy, so he put his body on the line but gave away the free kick.
Oh, Coates, the long kick down to the lead of Starcevic. Couldn't take the mark. Butters up again, goes in hard, gets a handball away. But a free kick will be paid here, and that free kick to go to Braden McLean at full-back. Takes that, and I see Wheatra holding his hand. He's been hurt in that transaction there as well. Kick comes out from McLean, dropped unceremoniously by Drogamulla, puts them under pressure. Nightcliff, they kick back into attack. The big leap up high, no mark taken. Pressure's on deep in defence here. Tippenwoody's in there, so too Motlop. Tigers charging through Cossack. McCarg gets a handball away, knocked away there by Taylor. Drogamulla charges through, caught, dropped the ball, no call by the umpire. Starcevic takes it, bangs away at goal and kicks a behind.
How was that not holding the ball? He dropped the ball every day of the week, Charlie. All the players even stopped except for one that missed the shot at goal.
Yes, just one there missed by the umpire. You would think Wanderers to bring the ball back into play. They're going to go short. The kick's okay inside the defensive 50, and the mark taken there by Daniel Wheatra. Comes up the corridor with it. It's a good kick. He wants Vivi at the back.
Work.
Parked under the footy. Never took his eyes off the footy. Handball to Thomas Motlop. Cruising past. Onto the right boot. Spearing kick inside 50 is good. Pat gets underneath it. Ball knocked away. Hard run came Ferreira. Couldn't get it. The kick comes out towards Liam Patrick. Hands on it. Ball lands on the ground. Little snap kick's going to roll through for a minor score. Really could have done much better than that, Ferreira.
Yeah, Davin Ferreira. He had Liam Patrick on as well. He had players around him. Shannon Motlop. That's a bad miss. Just caught up in the moment, I think, Davin Ferreira.
Ball kicked in. Nightcliff in control. Mark taken. Inside defensive 50. The little kick now goes to Nalkin. Still inside defensive 50, just chips out wide. Now they've got themselves outside. Tigers looking to build here. Nice kick goes to Philo. Been busy in the first quarter and normally uses the ball very well. Goes to the fat side, as they say. The run of Coates on the left boot. The little chip at centre half forward. Ryan Moo doesn't take the mark, but he brings it to ground. Handball goes to Cole. Long kick. No mark taken by White. He was 10 metres out. Dropped it Cole. They handball back to him. He loses it again. The Eagles, they're mucking around with it in defence. Mitchell Taylor soccers it away towards Nook Mansell. He gets an untidy little handball back to Taylor. Dances around. Goes by hand to Cabillo. In fact, it was McLean, tries to steady, doesn't do so very well, but gets the ball to Aaron Motlop. Now Motlop will look to do something positive with it. Kicks out wide towards Liam Patrick, and he'll just take it out of bounds. Get the boundary throw in and steady play down for the Eagles.
Kieran?
Yeah, Julian Lockwood has headed into the rooms. Looks like he busted open his boot. So no injuries, but he's going to have to go replace that.
And that was a bad miss, Aaron Motlop. No left foot then, otherwise he would have hit Liam Patrick on the lead.
Here's the throw in. Wilson worked himself into good position here. He'll get there. He put a double fist on it. Missed it. Coates at the back. Cleans up. He's got a good kick to the running Ryan Moo. It sat in front of him. He left it behind. They got to him and put him under pressure. Really hard run come from Martin. But still Moo gets a free kick. Comes to the middle with the kick.
50,
a nice
Charlie.
one too.
50
metre.
Charlie.
Yeah, it landed in the hands there of Downey. But the free kick was paid in the 50 metres to Ryan Moo.
I think that was Fijo that's crept over the mark there.
No, I think you'll find it's Brodie Martin just kept on mouthing off after the free kick was given.
Now, Moo wants to hurry here. He's got a kick from just inside 50. He must take on the responsibility. He doesn't have to give it off.
And this is unbelievable. Julian Lockwood actually had...
Handball.
Yep.
He gave it off, and Nightcliff now with a kick from a long way out. Is going to miss out to the right. And that miss came off the boot of Brodie Follow. Tash.
Yeah, Julian Lockwood must have had a spare pair of boots on the sideline because he's like Superman and he's got another pair on at the moment.
Wanderers, they bring the ball back into play. Good transition here. Ball from Mitchell Taylor straight downfield. Simon Bates is on his bike. One bounce, two bounces in front of the grandstand. Follows after him. He has three bounces. Kicks long up into the forward pocket. He had too many bounces. Taban's dropped the mark, however, after the target was Holmer. Coming in is Tipungwuti. Dances around in the forward pocket. Handball goes back there to a teammate in Smart.
Tackle.
He's dropped it over the boundary line and they've called it as a boundary throw.
Whoa.
Well, it's the same up the other end, so I guess that's an even match-up. But lucky there, Adam Tipungwuti probably took on one too many players as well. He could have got the ball off and centred it. Had a few players on in the corridor.
So here's the throw in. Wanderers have it up on their half-forward line. Score check. 2 goals, 6 Nightcliff, 2 goals, 4 Wanderers. Ball smacked back to the boundary line and out of play again. 6 minutes gone in the second term here.
Josh Wilson's doing great against Seb Gilhouse in the ruck. Charlie, Seb Gilhouse is not dominating whatsoever.
So he's doing a pretty good job, Wilson. You're right. Here's the throw in. They're deep inside 50. Wanderers have it where they want it. Gilhouse tapped it beautifully to Cole onto the left boot, speared it out towards Mitchell Taylor. He knocked it across the ground, landed in the direction of White, ran hard at the footy, got over the top to Ryan Moo in some space. Tigers doing pretty well, cool under pressure, has a look and gave it to Cole again. Cole with a handball to the middle. Nightcliff on the charge here. White with a driving kick. White with a driving kick down to the forward line and a strong mark. McHarg under the footy. Took it on the chest.
Just used his body really well against Thomas Motlop, who isn't an easy player to beat with the flight of the ball, but great work by Jason Cole in the midfield. He's started the game really well, Charlie, and they need to man up on him. They're sort of letting him loose in the midfield at the moment, and he's the quality player to let him go and get so many possessions.
15 metres out, all but directly in front. Kwame McHarg, goal in the first term. Runs in and kicks. Oh, the goal umpire has to work a little bit, but not too much. And he puts 2 fingers in the air and he says the Tigers have got another one.
They get that third goal, which was hard to crack during the first quarter. They come back and Ryan Moo again just looking midfield. Good hands by Jason Cole. Gets it off to his Nightcliff teammate who bombs it in long, and McHarg just read the ball, the flight of the ball, used his backside to nudge Thomas Motlop out the way and took the mark. Good goal. 8
minutes gone. 3-6 Nightcliff leading Wanderers. 2 goals, 4.
Ball back to the middle. Seb Gilhouse chatting away there to Jason Cole, hatching plans.
Yeah.
Erlinson trying to listen in. Cole just wanders away from him.
And Erlinson just says, someone else pick up Cole.
Yeah, trying to. Erlinson's got him, I think. Wilson again to line up here against Gilhouse. The bounce is poor, favoured Gilhouse, tapped it away to the advantage there of Martin for the Eagles. He was tackled magnificently by Cole. Got him to ground, dropped the ball, steps around him as he tried to run at him, has a bounce through midfield, steps now around Ferreira, kicks a low drop punt towards the lead of Starcevic. Well cut off there for the Eagles by Cabillo. Courage in front of the oncoming lead with Starcevic, and he plays on back to a teammate.
Lives a little handball out and they'll run it out wide off the boot of McLean. Got it out towards that far side of the ground. Right over there on the half-back line. Well, tucked away between the half-back line and the back pocket. It's in the hands there of Mahoney, and he kicks out wide. Lands in the direction of Aaron Motlop. Got it on the left boot. Kick was okay. Dropped at the boot laces there of Justin Smart, who couldn't pick it up, and they can run out of defence here. Daniel Bowles does it for the Tigers and kicks upfield, puts it in the hands of Clifton.
Oh, Clifton bombs away. Had perhaps a little bit more time. Oh, good mark taken by McHarg again. Just got his body positioned beautifully, didn't he, Natasha, in front of McLean?
Yeah, he did, and he just reads the ball so well and protects the ball with his body as well in the drop zone. And Braden McLean, another defender that's not hard to get away from.
Down to Kieran.
Yeah, McHarg, definitely a big game player. He's got 2 grand final best on grounds in his regional league in South Australia.
Well, he comes with some quality, doesn't he, McHarg? Man on the mark, about 15 metres in from the boundary, left of centre. So he's kicking from the left forward pocket, and he'll kick from about 40 metres out. Deliberate approach, those orange boots are on their way. Kick, looks good off the boot. That is a goal to McHarg. He has 3.
Great goal by the Tigers, and McHarg is looking dangerous, and they're swapping the defenders around him, just watching who he's going to go to him now. So Thomas Motlop is picking him back up again as we just watch again, and great delivery into McHarg was by Ben Clifton. And just uses his body so well, pushes off just slightly off McLean and protected the drop zone. Great goal by Nightcliff, and that's 2 to McHarg in the last couple of minutes. They need to reply, the Wanderers Footy Club.
They resume their battle in the middle, the 2 big men, the bigger of them, Seb Gilhouse up against Wilson. 4-6 to 2-4. The lead is a worrying one. It's a mini break for the Tigers at the 11-minute mark of the second term. Umpire slams it into the turf. It favours Wilson, but Seb Gilhouse got there and put his hands on it, knocked it to ground. Wanderers through smart, get it out wide. Gets in the pathway of Joel Cabillo, couldn't pick it up. Handball didn't do him any favours. It went back to Aaron Motlop. Onto the right boot, spears it up towards the edge of the square, lands on the ground. Handball came out for the Tigers. They'll run forward. Peris doing pretty well. The ball in front of him. He knocked it on 20 metres. Wilson with the handball out. Clifton rather with the handball out. Up towards a forward line. Underneath it, not able to take the mark down
well
there
done.
was the Tigers, and Wanderers can bring it out towards the wing.
Wanderers do that. Big man runs at it in Drogamullah, charges through, and then leaves the ball behind. Wilson just soccers it off the ground, straight into the middle, picked up by Gilhouse, gets a handball to Taban. He almost dropped it, then managed to soccer it out of midair, up to half forward. Lockwood, good handball. Got it out there to a teammate in Mummery. Mummery moves it forward, charges after it still. So too does Cole. Good pick up from him. Good handball to Lockwood. Ordinary kick from Lockwood. Mind you, deep in the forward pocket, gains himself a behind.
He did, and McHarg was on then. If he could have just looked in midfield and centred that ball, would have been a hard kick, but he could have been able to banana it in.
So Wanderers now with the kick out wide. It's a good kick and a strong mark taken out across that half-back line, right on the 50-metre line. Nothing on offer here. The kick's going to have to be a one-on-one, knocked away out there from Bates towards the boundary line. Too many Nightcliff players get there in a hurry in support. The smothering effort left the ball on the ground. Diving over the top, Joel Cabillo for the Eagles. Couldn't get it, pushed on by Bates. Tried to get it out in the direction of Tip and Woody. He lost it. Nightcliff win it. They bring it up towards our half-forward line. Sliding effort out there, and the mark was taken by Patrick White. He got up and played on, kicked it inside 50, knocked away from Jackson Starcevic down there. Wanderers with the kick up the corridor. Ball knocked forward there. The handball was pretty good by Peris. Getting back there, doing some hard work was Erlinson. Little kick from defensive 50, rolls out towards the wing.
Nightcliff in charge here again, and they are charged. Oh, the ball was lost. Great effort there by the Nightcliff Tigers. Good effort in particular by Daniel Bowles. Charged at it, took possession, then just lost control. Will gain a boundary throw in right in front of our commentary position here. 13 minutes down. Wanderers 16, Nightcliff 31. Ball tossed in high. Gilhouse just uses the body, got to the drop of the ball, palmed it towards Peris, couldn't pick it up. Gilhouse in there again, second effort great, third effort great, picked up the ball, charged it away. Now Farrell Nelson takes it, has a bounce, runs inside 50 from the forward pocket, drills it to Starcevic, just waited for him to lead and put it on his chest magnificently.
For a young player, Nelson Farrell then was just lowered the eyes, looked at Jackson Starcevic screaming out on the lead, and good hands by Starcevic. He should go back and kick this goal.
Kieran?
Yeah, word is Farrell Nelson is on the radar for a few AFL clubs.
Well, Starcevic now 10 metres in. And he's going to have his shot at goal right of centre. He's kicked that good off the boot, but it's faded away to the left. Another behind for the Tigers. They move on a 4-8-32. Wanderers 2-4-16. Stranded they are.
Probably looking a bit better than Wanderers at the moment. The short kick came out off the boot of Thomas Motlop into the back pocket for the Eagles. Kick out wide there towards Erlinson. Got his hands on it, knocked it to the boundary line. Farrell Nelson said it was deliberate. Umpire ignored that and said throw it in. It's under the scoreboard, tells us 4-8, so they've doubled the score of Wanderers. Nightcliff 4-8, leading the Eagles 2-4. Almost 15 minutes gone, second term. Throw in, Big Pack get underneath it. Wilson got his hands on it, knocked the ball to ground. Spillage comes down towards the half-forward line. Working hard at the back there for Nightcliff was Kyle Emery. Hasn't had much to do tonight. And the whistle's gone. Is it Moroney that's going to get a free kick? No, it's not. Eagles going to win it across their half-back line. Let's see what they can do from here.
McLean with ball in hand. Taking that free kick. High tackle from Clifton. He goes out wide. Almost a good mark to Tipungwuti there, but the ball out of bounds, and he'll gain a boundary throw-in.
They're just dominating the Nightcliff midfield. Wanderers are finding it really hard to get their hands on the ball. Just the bigger body players of Jason Cole, Clifton are just too hard, and Patrick White.
Boundary throw in now. Ball tossed up well. Wilson in there. Third man up, might have been smart. Gets the ball forward, tackles laid. The umpire's waiting for it to come out. He doesn't make the decision. Calls the ball to himself, and there'll be a ball up at centre wing, scoreboard side.
They get themselves up here. Aaron Motlop's looking a little bit tired out there.
So Downey was the last one to get off from the underneath it. Lockwood got it down to Cole. Cole with a handball to Coates. Coates out further. Nightcliff with a kick up towards the half-forward line. Clifton, pretty good handball. Cole running past, kicks it inside 50. Deep kick to the goal line. Parked underneath it, Starcevic. Couldn't get it. McCarr got it. Round the corner with the kick. He's got him underneath it, Starcevic. He's got his hands on it. Thomas Motlop worried him out of it. Little kick to McCarr underneath it. Takes the mark. Plays on along the boundary line. Thomas Motlop chasing him. Speared it across. Found a teammate. Big Sam standing 15 metres out from goal. Takes the mark on his chest. Well, what was good play?
The big ruckman's wandered down into the corridor, just stood there. You couldn't miss him, but McCarr could have had a shot at goal there, and he did the right thing and centred it and hit Seb Gilhouse there.
3 goals, McCarr.
Yeah, we'll go back and kick this one, Seb Gilhouse. He's really worked on his kicking.
Now he gets the stutters. He comes in and runs. He pokes it with the left boot, but he pokes it truly, and he pokes it through the middle, and he gets his first for the match. And the margin is a worrying one for the Eagles now at the 17-minute mark. Nightcliff 5 goals, 8, leading Wanderers 2-4.
It's just their midfield again, and just the carry and the crash and bash, and Jason Cole's getting his hands on the ball, and his delivery is just absolutely brilliant. So watch McCarg's effort here. He gets the ball around the boundary line, but he lowers his eyes, looks centre field, and finds Seb Gilhouse. It was just a great passage of play.
Attached 3 unanswered goals from Nightcliff. And Wanderers in some trouble.
Yeah, they are, and they've put Shannon Motlop into the midfield, Wanderers, and they're hoping to get some answers, and Brody Martin's in there as well.
Ball back in the middle. 38 plays 16, 17 and a half minutes gone in this second quarter. Bounce to the ball, won by Lockwood, who's in the middle. Fijo fighting hard for it. Cole's in there too. Shannon Motlop scooting around the outside. Ball comes out the way of the Tigers, who'll meet it first. White it was who dashed at it, couldn't take possession. VV got a quick kick away, only as far there as Mummery. Dropped the ball. Umpire, no call. Nook Mansell let it go through his feet. No one really diving in there for the Eagles, and finally a free kick paid, and it will go to Nook Mansell at half-back.
As Jason Cole comes off for a rest, he's had a brilliant first half.
So Nook Mansell, he's just forward of their half-back line, and he comes out towards this Morris Rioli side stand and finds Bates, who just, he tricked his opposition there and just ran away from him after giving him a little push and kicked it inside 50. Ball rolls towards the boundary line. Handball went to Smart, got on the left boot for Wanderers, kicked it right across the face of goal, parked underneath it. Mark taken down there for Wanderers was a very good one.
Yeah, Liam Patrick, Charlie, just got behind the defence there and read the flight of the ball, and will go back and should nail this goal for Liam Patrick, who's on a bit of a tight angle, but Liam Patrick will kick these every day of the week.
The goal in the first quarter. The other goal scorer was Justin Smart. Liam Patrick looking around. He's not confident.
No.
He wants to give it off, or is he just saying, I'll do the right thing and pretend I'm looking for someone to give it to?
Do
and
the
then
team
I'll
thing,
go,
Charlie.
I'll slot it.
Do the team thing, kick the goal.
5-8 to 2-4. Goes back, kicks it goal, and
he's got it.
Kicked the goal. No problem at all. Liam Patrick's got 2. He was foxing.
He was definitely doing the team thing, Charlie, and just slowing down the pace, and it was a best inside 50 that Wanderers have had this quarter, and it's their first goal since the quarter time siren. But good play here by Drugamola, I think it was, that just crashed the Holmer got the hands off to Smart that centred the ball back into the goal square, and an easy mark by Liam Patrick for his standards.
Almost 20 minutes gone, second term. 5-8 Nightcliff. Wanderers now 3-4. Dominic McCormack.
Umpire with possession in the middle of the ground. VV to take his place in the ruck. First time this evening for the Eagles. 22 plays 38. 16-point ball game here. Almost 20 minutes gone in the second quarter. Gilhouse on the boundary, looking to come back on again. And Nightcliff, they win it out of the middle again. The ruck contest and the quick kick up towards half forward. White gets himself under there. Couldn't take possession. VV's just crashed tackle. May have been Coates who's down. Handball comes out from the contest. Kicked away there by Mummery up towards McCarg. Couldn't take the mark this time. And a high tackle. He dives straight into that. And now that should be 50.
Oh, really?
Is he going to give it? No, he's not. He's very fortunate, Braden McLean. Very, very fortunate. Farrell Nelson with ball in hand. Kicks long. Has the shot on goal. Will it fall short? No, it won't. It's gone through for a behind is the quick call by the umpire. Behind there to the Tigers. They move to 5-9-39. Wanderers 3-4-22.
Good reply by Nightcliff to get it in there. Wanderers really need to clear the ball here.
21 minutes gone. Little short kick comes out. And the mark taken there for the Eagles. And they can now punch it up towards the wing. And they just got in each other's way there, the Eagles, not talking.
No communication, Charlie.
Yeah, Brodie Martin involved in all of that, and also down there was Jackson Holmer.
Holmer should have called Brodie Martin then, and sort of protected his teammate, but he didn't. He crashed into him instead.
VVV Holner and the tap down back towards the boundary line, pushed on there by Brodie Martin underneath the footy. Whistle goes. Came off a play. Looked like it went out on the full, I think the umpire said.
The call was above the knee, Charlie.
Yeah, it was above the knee. So
good
there's
call
a throw in here. So VV again this time to do this ruck work.
VV now up against Starcevic. Starcevic just maintains front position, the big man. Gets the free kick, plays on quickly, goes to the run of Jonathan Paris, just couldn't take possession, falls over, worried out of it in the end there by Smart, who was just too good in the contest. Kicks around the side, goes to the danger man. Liam Patrick, inside 50, sprints away from Cossack. He's tackled him beautifully. Handballs into the corridor. The run of Fijo, tries to step around Taban, got halfway there, had the quick shot at goal. And kicks it out of bounds on the full. Well done, Patrick Taban.
Just a young player, Keelan Fijo. Probably took on the player. He should have kicked it a lot earlier than that. But I thought Liam Patrick was in range not to take on the player to have a shot at goal as well.
22 and a half minutes gone. 5-9 to 3-4. Nightcliff with a pretty good second quarter here. It's deep in the back pocket there. So Nightcliff with the little kick. It's only short. And it lands in the hands there of Baden Nalkin. Deep in the back pocket. Looks up and goes short again, so they're playing patient footy. Gave it off nicely into Brodie Philo. Nichols medal winner, kicks out wide. Starcevic has it short of the wing, takes the mark in front of VV. Gets onto the right boot now, kick along the wing, and he got to... Well, he was underneath it, Julian Lockwood, but he didn't take the mark, and his second effort was pretty good, and he might have drawn a free kick out of it. He worked very hard to get it. And he hasn't. He's been punished, and he has to give it over, and it finished up with Jared Erlinson on the wing for the Eagles.
Erlinson goes on a little run. Kicks to the advantage here of Liam Patrick. The leaping Liam couldn't quite take it. Wanderers working hard, but so too are the Tigers. Patrick Cossack coming away with it from deep in defence. Long kick out. No one went for it except for Wheatra. Wheatra took the mark. He kept on running, and a beautiful kick. And he finds a teammate here. I think it might be Martin taking that mark. Inside 50, 15 metres in from the boundary, and there he is, Brodie Martin, left forward pocket, has an opportunity here at the 23.5 minute mark to have a shot on goal.
Great vision by Daniel Wheatra to find him on his own, and you don't leave Brodie Martin on his own in the forward 50 line, that's for sure. Defender's got a little bit of miscommunication there for Tigers.
Clifton on the mark. Martin kicks from 48, it's off the side. Marking opportunity. The ball's tapped back towards the goal square. It's still in play here. Liam Patrick socketed it to the advantage of Tipungwuti. Spins around and the umpire calls it and said it was taken out of bounds. So it'll be a boundary throw in right next to the point post, left forward pocket.
He had the hand pass on there, Dominic. Davin Ferreira was on and he's tried to turn his play inside out and went out of bounds in the full.
Well, the quarter comes to an end, or the half comes to an end, rather, and it's Nightcliff in front going into the long break. 5 goals 9 to Wanderers, 3 goals 4. Pretty good quarter of from Nightcliff there to see them in a comfortable position at half-time.
Yeah, the player of the difference was definitely McCarg for Nightcliff. Just he's presenting up forward line, and he set Gilhouse up as well. So a very good player, along with Jason Cole, getting too many touches of the ball, and Nightcliff really looking hot and dangerous out there, and Wanderers really need to look for some quality players like Liam Patrick just to settle down the nerves of the younger players.
And one of the
Time to escape, cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm blue far and wide.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Just another beautiful day in the territory, huh?
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah. You guys catch anything yet? Nah, nothing yet. But we're feeling lucky. See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tyre. What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
This summer, pass your personal best. Pass the time doing things you love. Pass the SunSense, please. SunSense SPF 50+ is a very high UV sunscreen sold only in pharmacies that's made right here in Australia for Australian conditions. And for the best price on SunSense, you can't go past Chemist Warehouse.
Intersport, new concept store now opening Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience. Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Introducing Southern Cross Television's NTFL broadcast partners. TIO, we're for Territorians. Kennard's Hire, making your job easy.
He definitely is an impact in the midfield in the ruck, Charlie. He gives the 1 and 2 efforts. As soon as the ball hits the ground, he's able to get it out again. He's just a real impact player, Neil is. And Shannon Motlop's in the midfield as well. Just looking to see where the other rotations have been made as well. So Drogomola's gone into the back line as well. So he's obviously swapped with Thomas Motlop.
I swear Dean Rioli was listening to our discussion during the halftime break. Dominic McCormack and you both called for this. VV in the ruck. Get it down to Liam Patrick. Liam Patrick will kick the goal. That's exactly what happened. Good call, guys. Umpire sends it up in the middle. This time the Nightcliff win the tap out of the middle. Ball left behind. Cole went looking for it. Shannon Motlop in there as well. Adam Tippenwoody as well. Knocked out in the direction of Tippenwoody. Mitchell Taylor in the way. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it for the Eagles. Tries to break his way out. He can't get through. There's a wall of Tigers there, and they drive him into the ground, ball and all, and the umpire will come in to ball it up. 5-9 to 4-4, just a minute and 50 seconds gone in the the third quarter. Umpire throws it up. They wrestle. Gilhouse with the back tap did well. Erlinson gets it. Smothering kick landed on the ground. VV looking for it. VV still looking for it. He's not going to get it. Wanderers win it and kick it out towards the wing. Bates with a bit of a chase here. Bates is on it. Bates can take a bounce if he wants. He doesn't. He went with the kick and he should have. And he turned it over and kicked it straight into the hand of the Tigers there. And Patrick Cossack can clear.
Patrick Cossack takes possession, goes to Philo, steps one way, steps the other, stepped around Patrick, now gets the ball into midfield. Good mark taken by Duncan in the middle of the ground. Was he going to go laterally? He was initially, not now. He goes towards Farrell Nelson at centre half forward, drills a pass into Starcevic, takes a mark in front of Daniel Wheatra. That was great play from defence.
Perfect football there. Back into the corridor, Brody Philo. Great play, and Jackson Starcevic, we spoke about him before half-time, just his leading, his hands and his goal kicking much better this season than what we've ever seen from Jackson Starcevic. His dad's the coach of the Brisbane Lions as well, women's team.
And here we go, crosses the paint of 50, right of centre, will kick from 45, kick on its way, it's a long kick and it's off target, through for a behind, so the Tigers 5-10-40, Wanderers 4-4-28, it's an even 2-goal break.
And Wanderers are doing the old huddle in the middle and then they break.
Yeah. I reckon Starcevic has the trouble with the drop of the footy. It just doesn't land right on his foot. Here's the kick out, was terrific. Eagles on the charge now through Jared Erlinson. Has a bounce or two. Clifton comes to him, made him hurry up with the kick, made him kick it out to wide to Shannon Motlop. And Shannon Motlop couldn't get the kick away.
Holding the ball.
And he's been pinged. So Nightcliff get the kick. You're deep back there on their half-back line. Where can they go from here? They're going to go shorter. Kick was okay. And right out towards the other side of the ground, and the mark taken out there by the Tigers, still with control of it. Liam Patrick stands on the mark. The short kick is not a good one. Gee, that's a poor kick. Really was, turned it over, gave every chance there for Wanderers to win it. Should have done much better than that. And the little kick by the Eagles down towards the forward line's okay, and at the back they're taking the mark. This is poor play at the moment. Little short kick was terrific over the top to Shannon Motlop. Thank you very much, he said. Holmer gave it to him, and Shannon Motlop left to kick the goal.
And once he gets this goal, Charlie, he'll kick this one. This is the important goals we were talking about with Shannon Motlop playing in the forward line. Needed to kick 3 or 4.
What's gone wrong down there? Nightcliff just not switched on at the moment. He's going to come in and kick the goal. Shannon Motlop from directly out in front just manages to get it in. And Wanderers have just kicked a couple of goals in a hurry, and Nightcliff are in a disarray.
That was a nervous kick by Shannon Motlop. Then I'd usually put my house on it. He's running a little bit gingerly. I reckon he picked up a slight twig of the hamstring earlier on in the quarters. We watch on replay here just the effort by Liam Patrick there to get the ball out to Thomas Motlop. Has a right foot, kicks it in, and Holmer just at the back there. Daniel Bowles wasn't watching, and Holmer gets the quick kick away over to Shannon Motlop.
Down to Kieran.
Yeah, just having a look at the weather. Clear skies, and as Ian Butterworth would say, it will not rain. And I mean that literally.
All right, we'll take your word for it, Kieran. Ball back in the middle. 40 plays, 34. Now the Tigers in the lead. 6 minutes gone in the third quarter. Great ruck work there by Gilhouse, straight down to Cole. Couldn't take possession, however. Motlop releases by hand. That's Shannon. Cole waiting on the outside of the pack as it forms. There's players being tossed around there. Clifton just belting Martin to the ground, and they've gone on with it as well. I'll stick with the footy. Liam Patrick running at the ball, clearing a path for Aaron Motlop. Him taken in a good tackle by Patrick Cossack. Trying to charge through was Gilhouse. Got the ball to Cole. Cole the high up and under, up to half back. Mark dropped back there by Braden McLean. Taking it away was Farrell Nelson. Got it out to Clifton. The big up and under is out of bounds on the full at half back, and the free kick to be taken out there by the Eagles.
He rushed that kick, Ben Clifton had a lot more time, thought the pressure was right on him, and he kicked it out of bounds on the full.
Tigers looking decidedly shaky here right at this moment. Wanderers coming hard at them. 6 points the difference. Remember, it was 17 points just 6 minutes ago, and they're under real pressure, forced over the boundary line again. Umpire calls for a throw in.
And Troy Coates, he's been very quiet this game for his standards. Seeing what sort of impact he makes in this third quarter.
So Vivi works his way to the front position here. It's a good move putting him on there. Seb Gilhouse goes for it, tries to ruck and rove, then fell over. Ball left there before Nightcliff. Little kick up towards the half forward line to Farrell Nelson. Cole got to it and lost it. Moo on the clean up. Vision from him good. Chip kick over the top finds Troy Coates. And Coates inside 50 takes the mark.
Man of the moment we just spoke about. Should go back and do the coaches thing. And just slow the play down here and get a goal on the board.
Can he kick it from there?
Just
on his distance.
He's not a big kick of the football, but he's pretty accurate.
Stay with him. Troy Coates along the boundary line, has a good sight at them. Kicks, looks okay off the boot. It's a real good kick, and the Coates delivers. When Nightcliff got the staggers, he comes in with a good goal.
And just as we were speaking about him, and he's gone across to a couple of his players and just told him to settle down and run straight into the midfield. We're used to seeing him playing in the forward line the last couple of games, and good play by Nightcliff here. And again, Jason Cole gets his hands on the ball. Moo kicks it in board, and Coates just floated back with the flight of the ball. Easy
so we
goal.
We had the benefit of the replay to look at that, don't we, Tash?
Yeah. And Neil Vivi's just getting his calf worked on here on the boundary line for Wanderers. He has had a calf injury in the past.
6-10 to 5-4, 8 minutes gone, third term. Dominic McCormack.
Gilhouse lining up against Wilson, who's just replaced VV in the ruck. Thomas Motlop down at full forward. Gilhouse high, wins it. Shannon Motlop tracks it, tries to get it through there to Fijo or Ferreira. Nightcliff, however, take it. Handball comes through, almost cut off there by Shannon Motlop. Joel Cabillo trying to charge through, got the toe poke to it. Bowles has it, however, for the Tigers. Whips out a wonderful left foot kick across half back. Found Moo. Little right boot kick to the run of Jason Cole. And a good kick from him up towards the forward 50. No mark taken on that occasion by McCarg, and he sees the ball out of bounds. It'll be another boundary throw in. 55 metres around, scoreboard side favouring the Tigers.
Looking dangerous here.
So they're coming hard now, the Tigers. They know they have to. Seb Gilhouse got around Wilson. Clifton got the footy. They got him. Handball away. Nook Mansell a chance, didn't get it. It come to Mansell again. He didn't get it. Cole underneath the footy. Couldn't get it out. Now they can run it out. The Tigers know they can't. Wanderers working very hard back there in defence. Braden McLean amongst them. They win the free kick and away they go. And Braden McLean with the footy takes a bounce or two and runs away from Brody Philo, who closes on him. Kick to the centre of the ground. Nalkin came from a long way back, got to the footy. Paris got into it, but the free kick was already paid, and it will go to Nalkin. So Nalkin now on the edge of the defensive square, goes up the corridor with the kick.
And looks out wide here for Farrell Nelson. Almost took the mark. Front and centre, waiting there for it was Mummery. His kick was beautiful to McCarg on the hard lead. Takes the mark on the chest.
Yeah, great mark and good vision by Cossack as well to find McCarg on the lead. He doesn't take the ball out full stretch. He tends to take it on his chest. So it gives the defender a chance, but he just reads it so well and puts his body behind the ball.
So McCarg left of centre, 45-degree angle. Will kick from about 45. His target is the Michael Long centre. kick is on its way. That's a wonderful kick off the right boot by McHarg. He has 4.
Great goal to the Tigers, and they've responded really well after Wanderers kicked the first goal to start the quarter. And that it's just a good reply here. And Michael Mummery came off after that good delivery to McHarg.
So that's the replay there you're looking at with Nalkin with the footy.
You just look at Nalkin, gets it in, and Farrell Nelson flew at the ball. Mummery gets the crumbs and kicks it straight, and McHarg on the fly against Moroney. Probably a mismatch there in the size difference. I think I'd probably maybe Wheatra.
7-10 to 5-4, 11 minutes gone in this third quarter. They've stretched that lead back out again to 18 points now. It was 17 at half-time. Bounce is a good one.
Oh, we've got a free kick here, Charlie.
Free kick in the middle.
Going to Tigers,
yep,
yeah.
Tigers are going to get it. Handball was okay.
That's a sin. That is a sin stepping in the square. In Premier League, Charlie.
It's like stepping over the line when you're kicking out from a point, isn't it? It's just unforgivable, really. Here's some hard run. Here's Farrell Nelson on the left boot, bangs away at goal, misses out to the left, comes up with a minor score. 7-11 to 5-4. Tigers in front.
It's red hot at the moment, Farrell Nelson.
Lovely kick in. Moroney did very nicely to take that mark. Teammates had great faith in him. He delivers the ball, still inside defensive 50. Joel Cabillo taking that mark. Just looking for options upfield. Wanderers just struggling to get the ball quickly through midfield, and then half forward. He goes out wide here and finds his captain in Jared Erlinson. Still trapped in their defensive third, if I can put it that way. Now Erlinson goes high, up centre wing. Target down there, Liam Patrick just shielded the ball beautifully. Got a handball away, looking out there for a teammate in Ferreira. Comes back to Liam Patrick. He's having to do it all himself. He's carried over the boundary line by Nalkin, and there'll be a boundary throw in just to the left of the scoreboard. 13 minutes gone. Nightcliff leading 7-11-53. Wanderers 5-4-34.
Yeah, they've pushed Liam Patrick further up to a little bit more on the ball just to get his hands and get involved.
Wilson works his way to the front.
Good work. That was good rucking work by Wilson. He knew he had Lockwood caught behind then.
Then he gave the ball away, and a little kick by Wanderers up towards their half-forward line. High kick, up and under. Liam Patrick a chance here. Liam Patrick a real chance. Came in on the side, got around Patrick Cossack, and was called a play on, and he was nailed with the footy.
I don't know whose hands that come off if we have it on the replay, but that was a mark.
So throw up, Shannon Motlop doing the ruck work.
We'll just watch on the replay. That's a mark every day of the week.
Gee, it didn't make a lot of sense, but they can take the ball now down towards their forward line. Wanderers get in the way here, knocking the ball out towards the far side of the ground. Some hard run here coming by Braden McLean, who's been pretty good in defence. Kick across to his teammate, didn't quite work. Handball came out towards Kyle Emery, went deep down into the forward line. Getting in the way back there is Leslie Moroney. Whistle has gone, free kick played. I think Moroney's going to draw the free kick in the back pocket.
McHarg's asking why, but he just about ripped his head off into the grandstand.
Moroney taking that free kick at left back pocket. Kick out wide here, looking for Erlinson. Cut off beautifully there by Clifton. The kick was just not good enough, and Clifton disposed of it very well. Boundary throw-in will take place at half forward for the Tigers.
Looking dangerous again here. Wanderers really need to man up in the back line. Carg's looking very dangerous.
Boundary throw-in. Lockwood to take his place there. Body on body against Wilson. Wilson did very well. Got himself in front, won that, but the Tigers will take it away from the contest. Long kick down will be marked by Braden McLean. Deep in defence for the Eagles.
So McLean with his kick, it was okay, gave it off to VV, runs away from halfback, goes up the middle with it.
Good
It's
hands.
pretty good too, got it to Thomas Motlop, touched it down, then went with the old Torp, a wobbly old Torp, kicks it down towards their half forward line, ball knocked out wide, Peris working pretty hard for it, Jono Peris, knocked it to ground, Wanderers running hard at the footy, Joel Cabillo, he chased it well, he tried a second time at it, didn't get it, handball went across into the goal square, it rolls, and they got there with the boot. Ferreira says thank you very much, kicked it through. Taban is filthy about it all. Where are his teammates? And they let him down.
Nightcliff actually stopped. They thought it was a throw by Holmer. It'll be interesting to see how he actually got this ball out, Charlie, because he had the pressure on him as we watch on the replay here. The ball comes in. There's a few Packer players. Peris punches us out. great work by Joel Cabillo here. One touch. Gets another touch here. Just watch Holmer shovel this out. Let's see if he gets a hand to it. I think that's a bit of a rugby pass out to the square, Charlie, and Ferreira finally got it over. I don't think that was a hand pass involved.
Well, it looked a bit of rugby, and then there was a soccer kick to put it through for a goal. It's all happening here, whatever sport you want. It's happening here at the stadium. Lightning in the distance, but they're telling us there's no rain. Dominic.
That's exactly right. No rain from the boundary, says Kieran. Lockwood now to line up against Wilson. Great bounce, the big men fly high. Wilson wins it again. Important. Down to Erlinson on the left boot. Great kick from him to Liam Patrick. 2 bites at the cherry. Taking the mark. Wheels around. Kicks long. Pressure on here in the goal square. Holmer. He let it go over his head and it's bounced through for a behind. Paris to bring it back in for the Tigers.
Instantly, Paris, he thumps along. That's a 60-metre kick right out towards Clifton, who got his hands on it and left it behind. Handball wasn't really good enough for the Tigers there by Holzfitz from the middle. Wanderers can win it. Up towards Joel Cabillo. Get onto the right boot. He did okay. Chipped it inside 50. Nightcliff too good for it. They win it there. They can clear with a handball out here to... the player there that wasn't able to get clear with it. Ball left on the ground. Hard running there by Bowles.
Well done.
And then across to Thomas Motlop. Gave the handball across. Gave it to Holmer. Holmer's going to line up and kick and miss out to the left. Missed everything.
There's a free. I think there's a free.
Yep, there is.
He did go down after the kick.
Holmer's got it.
Very
Holmer's
lucky.
getting it for the Eagles.
Charlie, very lucky. That was a poor attempt at a goal there by Holmer. He's not having a very good game. So if you can go back and kick this, but I have to be critical of Simon Bates in the kick out. He probably could have gone harder for that ball back with the flight of the ball, Charlie, but heard the footsteps, and they're lucky to get away with this one. So Jackson Holmer will go back.
12 points the difference. He can bring the margin back to 6. It was a point at quarter time and 17 at half time for the Tigers. They lead by 12. Ball in the hands here of Jackson Holmer. Hasn't kicked a goal. Goes back. Thank you very much. Smacks it through the middle. Margin out to 6 points.
Understatement to say they needed that one. Well done to Jackson Holmer. The Wanderers change up here, and again, VV and Liam Patrick. Just the touches they're getting on the ball makes Wanderers look really dangerous. As we watch on the replay here, and Adam Tippenwoody gets the hands on the ball. Again, VV gets it out to Thomas Motlop, and Holmer.
Clearly taken high.
Yeah, high tackle. We've seen it on the replay.
Julian Lockwood. Kieran?
Interesting to see that Shannon Motlop comes straight off the bench, straight into the midfield, so probably looking to use him as an impact player.
And Gilhouse finds his way back onto the ground as well, so he takes his place in the ruck against Wilson.
With VV still in the midfield as well.
Yep, they've got the big guns in there. So up high goes Wilson, wins it again. VV just couldn't quite get there. Cole does for the Tigers, hacks it away to centre half back. Eagles will come away with it though. Martin takes it up towards Tippenwoody. Have not seen enough of him this evening. Could this be the beginning? He bombs it away into 50, and there is a free kick. It's, in fact, 50-metre penalty, Natasha.
Yeah, I believe that the Nightcliff player's gone over the mark.
Well, it's a pretty decent 50, and Jonathan Paris has run into Thomas Motlop here and pretended to go down, and he's actually hurt Thomas Motlop here.
So is that another 50?
Well,
I think it's another...
well, I tell you what, the 50-metre penalty is a very decent one.
It's a decent one,
It's
indeed.
a very decent one.
It's about 70.
I hope he's a real estate agent, that man. I want to have a chat to him later on.
Wow.
Gosh.
Jonathan Paris, the man on the mark, and Adam Tippenwoody. Very important goal opportunity. Kicks on goal. He was very casual, and he has put it through the middle.
Wow-wee. Wanderers are in front, Charlie.
Score's level, I think.
Level. It's level. We watch on the replay here. So Jason Cole got the ball out. Well done by Braden McLean. Brodie Mutton's really stepped up since he's gone into the centre half back line. Gets it on, and we just watch here. No, he's gone over the mark. Yep, Jonathan Paris. So he's just crept forward, thinking that Adam Tippenwoody was going to play on, and the 50 was given, Charlie.
Can't do it. Scores level, 7-11 Nightcliff. Wanderers 8 goals, 5. Ball comes back into the middle. Umpire to ball it up. 20 minutes gone. It's been a big quarter from the Eagles. They have kicked 5 goals in this quarter to 2. Massive effort from them. Umpire puts it aloft. The block work there on Seb Gilhouse. They scramble a kick out of the middle. It's never going to be good enough. Smart wins it for the Eagles. Kicks okay nicely. Gives it to Shannon Motlop. Oh, it's all blue and gold at the moment. His kick penetrating down towards the 50-metre line. Knocked away by the defence down there. Nightcliff looking to be staggering at the moment. Warmington down there as well. Kick inside 50. Liam Patrick, thank you very much. Plays on. Chips it across towards Tip and Woody. It was the wrong choice. Tip and Woody didn't let him down. Is he going to repay him? Is he going to make it right? Thomas Motlop on the chase. Dropped the mark that landed on his chest, running with the flight of the ball, and it rolls through for a minor score. 3 chances for the Eagles to get goals there. They didn't get any of them.
They did, and Thomas Motlop's let him know as well with Adam Tip and Woody. Adam Tip and Woody was going for goal. He could have just popped it up to Thomas Motlop.
Taban brings the ball back into play. Pack forms. Patrick White got hands to it, couldn't take the mark. Outbodied by Wilson, who's had a massive quarter. And speaking of a massive quarter, Braden McLean over the ball, taken high, very untidy by Bowles. Very untidy play by him on centre wing. VV by himself. He's been one of the men of the quarter. Thomas Motlop offering a lead. He's been another. VV just steadying play down. Mitchell Taylor coming around the back looking for a handball. Don't go there, VV. Don't go there. Now called to play on. Goes backwards dangerously so. Ball tapped away from McLean by Mummery. Comes back now to Martin. They're mucking around with it here, the Eagles. Martin goes beautifully to Joel Cabillo. Has some space. Tip and Woody with space. Now goes to Patrick. Leaps up. Doesn't take the mark. Ash Duncan tries to tap the ball forward. Motlop, that's Thomas, tried to sneak around the boundary. Kicked the ball into one of the Wanderers, the Tigers players' legs. That's out of bounds on the full.
That's out of bounds on the full. Thomas Motlop is right here. That's out of bounds. That's out of bounds on the full.
Well, you have to check the replay. The call's been made by the central umpire. It will be a boundary throw-in. The boundary throw-in will take place 5 metres around from the point post, right forward pocket.
That's a
boundary umpire tosses it in. There's a call for a shepherd in the ruck. Who's it going to? It's going to go...
No,
there's no free kick.
He wants them cleared. They want that metre space before they make contact, the ruckman.
So we'll do it all over again here. Wilson and Gilhouse. I'll tell you what, Wilson's had a huge quarter in the ruck. Gilhouse has not had it all it's his own way. In they come. Wilson wins it again. Straight down to the Tiger defence. They hack it out of their defence. Wheatra gets the punch away. Quick kick comes out. Moo bursts onto it for the Tigers. VV holds him up. He's going to get caught here. No, he's not. He's too smart. Gets the handball away. Nice little handball coming away for the Tigers here from Tyrone Downey. Out here back to Downey. Little left foot kick up into the path of Cole. Somehow pushed his opponent out of the way. Clears it for Martin. He gathers. Handballs. Advantage here the Eagles. Play on, says the umpire. Kick smothered. Come towards VV. What can he do with it? Keeps his body over the ball. Taps it out to the advantage of Ferreira. Patrick White couldn't do much with it. Pushed it over the boundary. Great pressure from both teams.
Yeah, Nightcliff are looking really slow here and under pressure. They've been put under pressure, probably the first time they've been under this much pressure for weeks, Charlie.
I agree. They are staggering at the moment and working very hard. Gilhouse, can he get them down? He got the tap down. He did it pretty well too. Put it in the pathway of Philo. Didn't win it. Ball left on the ground. Hard run coming in there by Holzfitz. Kick up towards half forward. Bouncing ball down there. Gathered in by the charging player there in Farrell Nelson. Lines up, goes for goal. Misses it out to the right. Missed it all. Kicked it out of bounds on the full. They are shell-shocked at the moment. The Tigers, they are being confronted by a pretty desperate Eagles side. Kick from the back pocket. Nice little kick short. And Wanderers just controlling this game, aren't they? The pace of it. They're going kick to kick, possession play, little kick back into the goal square, and then a kick a little further up the centre forward. Ball left behind. Mitch Taylor dropped it. Really should have held that. Numbers get there to help him. Ball feels on the ground. Gathered in by Carl Cossack. Got a kick to the goal square. Bouncing ball there, knocked away towards the boundary line by, in fact, Nalkin, who got there and knocked it over the boundary line. No, it wasn't Nalkin. In fact, it was Farrell Nelson over the boundary line for a throw-in.
Yeah, with Brodie Martin, who's been an impact player in this quarter as well. And VV's come off for a quick rest. Hurry up and rub those calves and get him back out there because he's hot.
1 point the difference. Wanderers in front. Ruck contest. Tap to the advantage initially there of the Eagles. Mitchell Taylor working really hard close to the boundary. Gets the handball away. Erlinson's in there. So too Cole. The ball pushed again over the boundary line. And the boundary umpire will do it all over again. 25 metres around. Left forward pocket. Tigers in attack.
Desperation by both teams. Nightcliff to try and get some more goals on the board, but the defence of Wanderers has really picked up in this quarter. They're just playing ferocious football.
25 and a half minutes gone in this third quarter. Ruck contest now between Gilhouse and Wilson. Quick kick came out from the pack. Tap towards Farrell Nelson. 30 metres from goal. He has an opportunity and he has blown it for the second time in a row. Out of bounds on the full.
That's about his third out of bounds on the full for the game, the second in about 2 minutes.
Finals pressure, that's what it is. He's really feeling it, and so is his teammates.
So who's going to step up for Nightcliff now? We've seen who's stepped up for Wanderers. Who's going to step up for Nightcliff?
17 points they were down, the Eagles, and now they're a point in front. So an 18-point turnaround. They have it in the back pocket. Kick out wide, out towards the half-back line, towards the boundary line, fisted away by the defence there. Knocked over the boundary for a throw-in. 26 minutes gone. Let's get to Kieran. Been a great quarter of footy, Kieran.
Yeah, definitely. One thing, one big positive that Wanderers are doing is that they're looking for Liam Patrick at every opportunity, and he's really providing that contest for them.
Indeed he is. Here's Dominic. I'll stay with it, Dom. Here's the throw-in. And where's Seb Gilhouse? There he is. Got his hands on it. Didn't get it. Aaron Motlop with the squeeze kick forward. Bounces it up towards the wing. Nightcliff can get it now. That's Nalkin's kick. Left foot kick. Up towards the centre half forward. Ball left on the ground. Wanderers coming there in great numbers. Stolen, though, by the hard run there of Tyron Downey. Kicks it out wide to no one in particular. Rolls towards the boundary line. Made it impossible for Mahag. Rolls over the boundary line. And the quarter comes to the close. Well, they can be cheering that one on, I reckon, Nightcliff, because Wanderers have come hard at them and they've snatched the lead here at three-quarter time. They're up by a point. The Eagles 8-6, leading Nightcliff 7 goals, 11.
Yeah, the man of the quarter, Liam Patrick, brilliant quarter.
Time to escape, 'cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm moving far and wide.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Just another beautiful day in the territory, huh?
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah. You guys catch anything yet? Nah, nothing yet. But we're feeling lucky. See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tyre. What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
This summer, pass your personal best. Pass the time doing things you love. Pass the SunSense, please. SunSense SPF 50+ is a very high UV sunscreen sold only in pharmacies that's made right here in Australia for Australian conditions. And for the best price on SunSense, you can't go past Chemist Warehouse.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience. Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Introducing Southern Cross Television's NTFL broadcast partners. TIO, we're for Territorians. Kennard's Hire, making your job easy.
kicked the goal that he could have had the opportunity for. McHarg kicked one goal in that quarter. Just the pressure that the midfielders now for Wanderers are putting on the Nightcliff midfielders, it really matched them. Now let's see how Tigers respond. Troy Coates is down there. Just was watching his body language, and he's down there, and he's just a little bit more vocal than what you're used to him seeing. He's got the Chargers in front of him. Massive amount of spectators around.
I was going to say that, Tash, when you look down there, Wanderers have a handful of supporters out there. I'll tell you what, Nightcliff have probably got 6-8 times more of their supporters out there. Just a big crowd of Nightcliff supporters around them.
The pressure's on, Charlie, for them.
That really is on for them. Now let's remind our listeners here what actually happens to the loser here. The loser fronts up against a very impressive Southern Districts who brushed Darwin aside today, 16 goals, 8-11-11. You would not want to be going into an elimination final against Southern Districts if they play anything like they played today.
And I'm just keeping an eye on Kieran. Sorry, he's trying to pick up Jason. I think they're trying to get someone to talk to him. So Jason Rose just told him to go to the other, Jeff Harvey, which is the other assistant coach. And this just goes to show the pressure they're under. So he's gone after him. Yep, good work, Kieran. And Jeff.
Let's get down. We'll go down to Kieran Davis now. Kieran.
I got Nightcliff assistant coach with me. Jeff, obviously you conceded 5 goals that quarter. What's the defensive issue and how are you going to rectify it?
Well, we just got to man up a bit better and just be more disciplined down on the backs.
Right, cheers, mate.
Good work, Kieran, because I know they were trying to dodge you, mate. So good work. Just a tap on the shoulder and you made sure you got that interview. Good work, mate.
Well done, Kieran Davis. Down there, got the interview for us, and wow. It's set up for a terrific finish. Don't leave us, will you, at all, because this game is not decided. There's just a point in it at the moment. The Eagles in front, 54-53, 8-6-7-11. Umpire stands in the middle. Players go to position. About 25 minutes from now, we'll have a real idea, I reckon, on who's going to line up against Southern Districts in an elimination final and who's going to go on and play St Mary's in a qualifying final. Ball held aloft in the middle. Last quarter about to get underway with Don McCormack.
Seb Gillhouse lining up against Wilson. They've done this throughout the evening. Ball bounced beautifully. Up they go. Gillhouse, massive win out of the middle. However, Shannon Motlop, kick up through centre half forward. Liam Patrick, the leaper, takes the mark beautifully. Quickly around, kicks and finds Smart. Oh, that was just superb by Wanderers. Smart now, left of centre, will kick from about 40 metres out.
He didn't even really look like he was in the contest, Liam Patrick, until he turned and just leapt and took the ball, and he knew straight away where Smart was running because he got the ball off quickly. This is how they started the third quarter. If they can kick this, what do Nightcliff do? They're under pressure.
Nightcliff were very good in the second quarter, kicking to the airport end. What can the Eagles do? Smart with his kick on the way. It's a goal.
That's his second goal of the game, one in the first quarter and one in the fourth quarter. So Wanderers have started the third quarter like they did the third. It's looking exciting here, just seeing if Nightcliff have made any changes. So McHarg's still up in the forward line, Starcevic and Julian Lockwood. So they've gone tall in the forward line for Nightcliff.
Liam Patrick is just tearing them to bits at the moment. What a great move to get him down there. We're watching on the replay that kick from him out to Smart, who went back to kick the goal. Just take your mind back, Tash, to round 18. Wanderers were beaten by 24 points by Palmerston in a lacklustre, very ordinary performance. Looks nothing at all like the blue and gold team we're looking at the moment.
No, and it looks like Jonathan Paris, they've put Jonathan Paris on Liam Patrick.
7 points to margin. Seb Gillhouse, can he lift him out of the quagmire at the moment? Gets there, does his bit, knocks it to the middle. Cole with the kick, up towards half forward. Wanderers in front there. Rappel, kick back up to the other half forward line. Liam Patrick got there, got it on his chest, it bounced off, landed on the ground. Spillage comes out wide. Aaron Motlop one way and then the other. Kicks to the goal square. Taban down there, couldn't get it. Picked up by the Eagles. Snap for goal, it's home. Jackson Homer, I reckon. He got there, and in a hurry, the Eagles slam a couple of goals on.
And they all get around him as well. They are on fire, and well done, Aaron Motlop. He evaded about 2 or 3 tacklers. As we just watch VV come off, he evaded 2 or 3 tacklers. So we just watch here on the replay, Charlie. Braden McLean kicks it up. Liam Patrick nearly takes another screamer, hands in the back maybe, play on, and you just watch the pick-up here by Aaron Motlop. Evades one tackler and gets the ball in quickly, and Taban was just caught out with the bounce here. Holmer at the back, gets it on the left foot, and goal, bounces through the goal. Wowee.
Do you know the other thing that Wanderers had there is Thomas Motlop was in support as well. That's how the run of Wanderers is at the moment. They're really worrying Nightcliff here at the moment, their run.
What are they going to do?
What are they going to do? The ball bounced in beautifully. Whistle sounds. This time the free. It goes to Wilson. So everything running the Eagles' way at the moment. Wilson to take the free. Erlinson tosses it to him. Calling for it, Shannon Motlop. He just takes it, no one with him. Runs his full measure, kicks long, marked. Holmer's dropped the mark. 40 from goal, drops it. Taken by Thomas Motlop, snaps towards the goal square. Tipperwoody couldn't grab it. They push it through. Nalkin concedes the behind. They were very fortunate not to concede a goal.
Jackson Holmer, he just took it too easily, but Shannon Motlop, what a kick. 60 metres and hits a man on the chest, and he drops it.
Well, you know what? He might have won the game for them there, Holmer, if he'd have marked that. He didn't, though, and that's all behind us now. Pack comes over the top. Taban is part of it. Out comes Julian Lockwood. They just muscle him out the way. He got hit high, holding the ball, says the umpire. Erlinson gets it. The skipper for the Eagles goes looking upfield for Motlop. Ball lands on the ground. Smart chasing it. Nalkin working very hard along the boundary line. Gets it, Nalkin. Gave the handball away under enormous pressure. He got it out towards Mummery. Mummery's kick gets taken by the Eagles, and they shoot for goal and miss out to the far side and over the boundary line.
Nightcliff defenders kept that ball in. No communication, and Adam Tipperwoody picked it up and just nearly got away with passing it off to Liam Patrick. We just watch... both eyes on the ball. I think that's fair to play on. We're watching on a replay.
And a ruck infringement here. Fair enough too. Well called by the umpire. Gilhouse to take it on the left boot. Swings it out wide. Finds a teammate in Ryan Moo. In defence. Inside defensive 50. Looking for teammates. Gingery little kick there. Found Bowles. Terrible kick from him. Mitchell Taylor runs at it, and Liam Patrick says, just hold on, Mitchell. He's taken the mark inside 50. If he's going to have the shot at goal, he'll kick from just outside 50, I think, left of centre.
But the leadership shown there by Liam Patrick, called his teammate in, slow it down, go back, take your time and have your kick. He knows it's within range for Mitchell Taylor. He loves kicking a goal as well.
So Mitchell Taylor, 45-degree angle. They lead at the moment by 14 points, the Eagles. He is a booming kick, Mitchell Taylor. Runs to 52 metres. It's the high up and under. Contest now in the goal square. The players fly at it. The tap comes down. Goes to Ferreira. Snap on goal. Has just missed to the left. Yields it behind. 5.5 minutes in. 68 plays 53.
They're peppering the goals here, Wanderers, but they need to be careful. They need to make sure they get the goals on the board. Nightcliff can come back. They need to respond, Charlie.
Well, you'd think their next goal might just about break the Tigers here. Kicked out wide, ball fisted to the boundary line and safely over. Mitchell Taylor there. Let's go down, Kieran.
Yeah, not a single player in the Nightcliff forward 50 at the moment. Kwame McHarg and Troy Coates are the closest to goal, but they're standing in the centre square.
And the umpire to throw it in. It's up on the half-forward line for the Eagles. That's where it's been parked for most of this quarter. The throw in. At the back, Wilson got away from him, landed on the ground. High tackle in that, I reckon. And it's going to be a free kick there to the Tigers through Tyrone Downey. Can he settle it down? They just need to get their mojo back. It's deserted them at the moment. Kick to Seb Gilhouse, parked under the footy. Takes the mark in front there of Simon Bates. He's between the half-back line and the wing for the Tigers. Score check, 7-11 Nightcliff, 10-8 Wanderers. Kicked it to Ban. He's going across the half-back line. You can see they're just not sure where to go. Now they're going to go backwards, conceding some meterage a long way back. Put it in the hands of Ash Duncan. Duncan's kick out towards the half-back line. Gets it into the hands of Bowles. Bowles again goes short. A little bit better from them. They get it up towards the wing. Ryan Moo under pressure. Back again to Bowles on the left boot. Gets it up towards half-forward. Little push at the back. McHarg got to the footy. Breaks away. Got through the tackle. Spears the kick forward. Oh, it's a good kick. It really is inside 50, and the mark taken by Coates. He wants 50. I don't think he's going to get it, and Coates will have a shot.
50 wasn't there, but geez, you don't see Troy Coates pleading to the umpire very often, just showing the pressure that he's under. Needs to go back. In the third quarter, he kicked a coach's goal, and then they didn't kick one after that. This really is needs to get this one on the board. just to get his teammates up and positive.
Angle's not that bad. He's just inside 50 now. He's a good kick of the footy. He gets to it. Oh, he sprayed it out wide. And Wanderers get back there and smash it through for a minor score.
That's a pressure kick, Charlie.
Pressure kick didn't quite work. Wanderers to bring it in.
Joel Cabillo brings the ball back into play. Moroney put him under pressure. Didn't take the mark, but he was up to it. Well done, Moroney. Gets the ball out wide, goes to Daniel Wheatra. Wheatra with a searching kick. He searched all right. He found VV beautifully at half-back. Wonderful kick. Goes backwards with the handball now to McLean. McLean to VV. They do the 1-2 and maybe the 3-4 as well. McLean now. Right boot kick. They're looking good here, the Eagles. Mark taken at half forward, and the mark taken there by Warmington. Warmington at right half forward runs his full measure. Long now into attacking 50. Liam Patrick up front and centre. Tipungwuti from the forward pocket. Dangerous kick into the goal square and well done by the Tiger defence. They belted through for another behind. The Eagles 10-9. 69, Nightcliff 7-12, 54.
Yeah, just a hand in by Cossack there. Just managed to get that ball away from Smart.
I reckon Nightcliff know that if they concede the next goal, this game might have just got away from them. Mark taken by White in front of Liam Patrick. Gave the handball away. Nalkin runs.
No, it's got to come back, Charlie.
Go back and do it all again. Umpire saw something advantageous in that, which was illegal.
Yeah, he'd come back. He had not come back at all,
yeah,
Charlie.
Got to come back behind the mark.
Fair enough. I don't like it when it's only a centimetre, but when it's 2 or 3 metres, fair enough too.
Really took advantage.
So now we go. We'll do it all again. It's a replay without a replay. Here's the kick. Right foot kick's a good one too. Measured nicely. Straight into the hands of Liam Holtz. Fitz takes the mark on the edge of the square. Defensive edge of the square. Desperate to find something, the Tigers at the moment. They need a goal to believe. They've got to move it on, otherwise the clock will be the enemy. Kick over the top was okay. Seb Gilhouse goes with a handball to the middle. They can run forward now, the Tigers. High kick up. McCarr got himself, pushed it out, pushed the Wanderers player out and gave away the free kick.
It was there, Charlie. He used his body and he actually got high on Daniel Wheatra, trying to use his body and push him away from the drop of the ball.
Wanderers to come out of defence.
Moroney gets the kick away to Martin. Martin could not take the mark. Now they're under pressure, the Tigers. Kale Cossack, the long bomb to the goal square. Good dangerous kick. Well done, Joel Cabillo and Daniel Wheatra. Belted away there from Starcevic.
Considering the height that Starcevic had, well done to both those players. Great communication they have in the back line for Wanderers.
Wanderers to bring the ball back into play. Clock's gone to 10 minutes. I reckon when it gets to 15, if this margin is not reduced, it's going to be a worry. Kick comes out and he gets underneath it. Big Taban takes a strong mark at 50 from the kick out. I'm not sure if he can make that distance.
No, Charlie, he's got to look to pass this one off.
He believes he can do it.
He's got Lockwood standing all by himself there and did not look at him at all.
So he bends over the footy and he starts his journey in. What can he do? He gets close to the man on the mark and he bangs it. He gives it plenty. He has kicked a big kick. He's kicked the goal. He went back. He knew exactly what he was doing. Taban delivers.
Well done.
I'll eat another piece of cake of yours, Charlie, that we had at half time, because he went back and nailed that and it did not look like missing.
Struck it beautifully, didn't he?
Geez, he's really improved on his kicking, Taban.
So here's the replay. As the kick came out, Taban was just...
He was standing there. It was VV. It was too short for VV, and VV had no chance of getting there. He pleaded for the shepherd away from the marking contest, and we just watch as Mitchell Taylor got a lot of treatment in the last couple of minutes for Wanderers, but it looks like he's coming back on.
8 points the difference. 10-9 Wanderers, 8-13 Nightcliff. We've played 11.5 minutes final term.
VV into the middle of the ground, up against Gilhouse. Ball bounced to the advantage of Gilhouse. VV got a fingernail to it. More than a fingernail was Ferreira. Out of the middle. The long kick into attacking 50. Mark taken. Shannon Motlop. Great body work. Famous for that here. And now he has a booming kick, Natasha. He finds himself like the man on the mark. Probably about a 45-degree angle. He'll kick from 50. Yeah,
he should get this one, Shannon Motlop. I usually put my house on it, but lately his goal kicking has been a little bit astray. The old weary legs. I think he's towards the end of his career, Shannon.
Well, Tash is in the perfect position. He's a lefty and he's out on that side.
Here it comes. Kick is on its way. He's going to make the distance easily. Accuracy questionable. It just faded. And to the right it goes. So a point on the board. 10-11-71. 10-10-70, I should say. Nightcliff 8-13-61. 12 and a half gone in this last quarter.
Clock ticking. So a little kick will come out. Nicely done. Straight into the hands of Troy Coates. He's just inside defensive 50. He's getting frustrated. He's saying, come on. And that's the problem. They're not running. They're stagnant. They don't look good, the Tigers. They do have the mark this time out on that far side of the ground. Might be Julian Lockwood. It is. Goes with the right foot kick along the boundary line. Knocked towards the boundary line. Got away there from Cossack. And over and out of play.
Kieran?
Yeah, I'm not usually one for omens, but I have noticed since half-time we've seen the lightning bolts on the horizon, and who's been probably the best player since half-time? The larger Manu lightning bolt.
There he is. Boundary throw in now. VV up in ruck against Gilhouse. VV worked his way in front beautifully. Worried him out of it. Got the free kick. Gilhouse not happy, but he has to give the ball over, and he does. VV out wide to his captain in Erlinson. Runs through half forward. Long kick down into the forward pocket. Tipungwuti trying to run onto it there after the attack on the ball by Holmer. They can't get hold of it before the boundary line does, and it'll be a boundary throw in. 30 metres around right forward pocket. Eagles in attack.
I must mention Joel Cabillo for the Wanderers as well. Since half-time, he shut down Jason Cole.
So it's a 26-point turnaround since half-time for Wanderers here. The throw-in. VV went in and got it. Did well too. Knocked it out towards Thomas Motlop. Knocked it on towards Tipungwuti. Snaps it goal to the near side. Just missed, and Jackson Smart was there, wasn't he?
Smart was there waving his arms, and he's let Tipungwuti know that's the second time he could have centred the ball in the last 10 minutes, Charlie, and nailed one into the coffin of Tigers here.
Peris now to bring the ball back into play. He does. Good kick. Pack forms. No mark taken. Great work by Drogamullah. Got the long kick back into forward 50. Taken by Taban. He plays on quickly. Good kick from him. Goes to a teammate in Mummery. Takes the mark. Plays on. Going here for Patrick White. Under pressure. Mitchell Taylor. Nailed him in the tackle. Coming through again is Mummery. Taylor does well, calm, gets the handball to Drogamullah. Ryan Moo runs around him. Drogamullah kept the pressure on. The handball went back to Starcevic. High up and under to him. Cabillo, in fact it was McLean, didn't take the mark. Running hard at it, Erlinson. Handball away to Bates. Bates, the little left footer up centre wing. Charging at it, Shannon Motlop. Couldn't get ball to hand, taken by Cole. Lovely, calm work by Jason Cole, and got it to Isaiah Farrell Nelson. Played on, smothered on the mark. Comes back to Farrell Nelson. The high up and under, long kick towards goal is a behind.
Gee.
He just doesn't have his goal radar on tonight. Farrell Nelson, that's 4 now. 3 have gone out of bounds on the full, and a point since half-time.
You can't hold him responsible, but gee, he's had some opportunities, hasn't he? Eagles to bring this ball back in. They're going to go to that far side of the ground where there's an easy kick along the boundary line, taken forward for Ferrerity. His performance tonight has been very, very good.
And hasn't Erlinson lifted?
And here's Jared Erlinson, the man you mentioned. Dom kicks it up towards ups it up towards the wing to Ban, who's lifted his performance. They got it out towards Philo. Philo with the little kick along the boundary line. They're screaming for it in the middle. That's where Peris is. He's not going to go to him. He's going to go longer up towards half forward. Punch at the back by the Eagles out towards the boundary line. Gathered in there by VV. Left it behind. Gave a chance here for Nightcliff. Trying to get out. Cole has been pinged. Holding the ball, says the umpire. And Wanderers win the free kick across their half-back line.
Oh, there he is again. Jared Erlinson did it beautifully. Long kick now out to Shannon Motlop. And it's too long. He did take the mark, but out of bounds on the full. A costly error. Shannon Motlop being asked to toss the ball back quickly.
And 50.
And he's given 50 because he didn't do so. That's a cardinal sin, Natasha.
Yep. You don't see that very often, that Shannon Motlop, with all his experience, AFL Premiership player for the Kangaroos, that will give up a 50, let alone waste the time. But Nightcliff, I suppose, in the favour, it ticks down the clock.
Well, Nightcliff with an opportunity. The man on the mark is on the paint of 50. The kick. What's he going to do with the kick? The kick comes in. No mark taken deep in the forward pocket. Tackle laid without the ball. And the umpires just missed that completely. The ball's gone over the boundary line, and there'll be a boundary throw in. 25 metres around left forward pocket.
He preempted the player taking the ball, and he didn't take possession of it and still got tackled.
Yes.
A few missed umpiring calls here, but Apart from that, they've been pretty good.
Well, some crucial ones, I reckon. Here's Vivi with the big back. He went backwards, a big knock, really went backwards with it. Land on the ground. Mitchell Taylor got the handball away. Kick comes out by McLean. It's okay out towards the defensive half-back line. Kick from there up towards the half-forward line. It's a rolling ball. All Nightcliff back there. They can come forward under real pressure, though. That was Bowles. Bowles' kick got it up towards the wing and grabbed there by Nalkin. He's all over the place at the moment. Nalkin's been a good player. Rather, it's not Nalkin out there. That's Farrell Nelson. On the right boot he goes. Good kick from him. Up towards half forward. Drop mark out there. Bad drop mark out there by Downey. Gives Wanderers a bit of a chance. Ball on the ground. Handball to the middle. They can run here. Nightcliff coming out of the middle here. High kick down towards the forward line. Pack forms. Ball on the footy. A ball on the ground. Lands there to McHarg. McHarg kicks out wide. And who waits for it? Neil Vivi. Thank you very much.
Nearly best on ground.
Vivi's been superb, particularly after half-time. Looking for his mate across the ground there. Mitchell Taylor, will he go to him? He's now called to play on. He's not going to do that. He's going to go much longer. I don't know why he's going out there. 2-on-1 and a height advantage. Taban takes it. And then his kick is smothered. Well done to the Eagles. A little bit too casual there by Taban. And a boundary throw in 80 metres around from the Tiger goal.
Yeah, that was well done. And Liam Patrick's moved himself up. He's all over the ground at the moment. Liam Patrick, just the experience, and I guess he's got the free rein to move himself where he believes he needs to go.
9 points to the margin. I don't think it's going to be a long quarter. 19 minutes gone. They need to get the next goal. The Tigers, if Wanderers kick it, you reckon the game's over? Comes out of a pack now. It's a hurried kick, scramble kick. Too many Wanderers players back there. Strong mark in defence taken by Erlinson, whose performance has been pretty good. Squeeze it out towards the wing. Mark taken out there. Wanderers can control it. Erlinson looking at the ball. He's not going to get it. Moroney wants it. He's not going to go to him either. They're going to go along the boundary line. Just a little too high over the top. Gives the Tigers a chance here. Handball to Cole running forward. Gave it off to Clifton. And the run forward here by the Tigers. Kick up towards the goal line. Lands on the ground. Plenty of Wanderers players in defence there. And they're equal to the task. Wheater with the kick out wide. And it's a real good one too. Finds Warmington.
Finds Warmington at great numbers there by the Eagles deep in defence, working harder than the Tigers. Warmington, what will he do with it? I suggest he might just go straight down the line. Called to play on, the high up and under. Flying high to Ban, and there he is. The man in Jackson Holmer taking the mark over the back of Taban. Did well, 2 grabs at it. Centre wing. Goes now up through half forward. Thomas Motlop can't take the mark, but there'll be a free kick here. And the free kick's going to go to Thomas Motlop. Interference in the marking contest. Kicks long down towards Shannon Motlop. He's just given a free kick away. Has he? No, he hasn't. Dives in. Tackled without the ball. Clifton over the ball. Fighting for it very hard there with Joel Cabillo. Ball tied up. Emery in there as well. And there'll be a ball up 40 metres away from the Eagles' goal.
Shannon Motlop, we're disappointed there. Used his body really well to just get his defender out the way and drop the mark.
You'd think
would have been the nail in the coffin then, Charlie.
You'd think 3 or 4 minutes left in the game. Tap down for the Eagles. Thomas Motlop on the footy. Clifton got to him. Vivi went in looking for it. Bulldozes his way through. Did well too. Got the handball away. Motlop caught in the tackle. Can't go anywhere. Shannon Motlop. They hold him up. Free kick here.
The fend-off was high.
So Sire Farrell Nelson wins the free kick across the half-back line, or even deeper than that in defence. He's going to go long. They've got to take a bit of a risk here, the Tigers, to get this next goal, and then they need another one to win it. The clock's against them. Erlinson gets it. High up and under, kick to 50.
Good mark.
And Clifton gets it. Uses the handball okay, gave it off to Nalkin. Nalkin runs away. They've got loose players up forward, the Tigers. They got it down there into the hands of the very impressive Patrick White. His kick up forward's a good one. A little push out from the back. Free kick's going to be played to Philo. No, says the umpire. Play on. Wanderers out of trouble again. Oh, it's working beautifully for the Eagles at the moment.
Erlinson takes it at centre wing. His little chip to VV didn't quite work. Cleaned up here by Wilson after it was punched away from VV. Untidy kick up to halfback. Wonderful pick up by Taban. He's unloaded a 60-metre torpedo. Hit the chest of McHarg. Didn't take the mark. Under pressure. Here they go, the Eagles. Wheater holds him in. He's going to get nailed here, is he? No, he's not. He's very fortunate, but look at the numbers, Natasha. They are swarming the Eagles, if an Eagle can swarm.
They are, and just that pick-up by Taban and then to launch it 60, 70 metres into the forward line.
Handball back to Coates here, gets inside 50. The coach, what can he do? What can he do? Kicks for goal. Oh, it came off hands and then hit the goalpost. A minor score, desperate for the goal. Wanderers can milk the clock here. They'll have to just wait until they're told to bring it in. We've gone to 22 and a half minutes, 9 points to margin. Eagles bring it out off the boot of Brodie Martin.
Oh.
Martin, a good kick it is too. Through the back pocket now. A handball comes out to Mitchell Taylor. Taylor just pops it up. They have got runners everywhere here, the Eagles. Aaron Motlop out wide. He's got Warmington running with him. Motlop goes by hand, looking for a teammate at half forward. Angles back in, goes to Motlop. Motlop inside 50, has the kick on goal. Tipton Woody's there and he's taken the mark in the square.
Wowee.
Well,
Great running football by Wanderers.
This is the game over kick, isn't it?
What a turnaround since half-time.
Well, sensational. Tipton Woody, the umpire's call is that he did not mark that in the goal square, so he's putting him on an angle. He'll be about 5 metres in from the boundary. 20 metres, he plays on, snaps on goal, and he has kicked the goal.
Good work.
Well,
Second goal to Adam Tipungwuti since half-time. One in the third, one in the fourth. Great work by Wanderers, just a run and carry. Joel Kibillo did his part, so it starts with Aaron Motlop over near the scoreboard wing. Has one bounce, two bounces we watch on the replay. Gives the hand pass over to Joel Kibillo, gives it back to Aaron Motlop, has another bounce, and the delivery inside to Adam Tipungwuti. We'll just see, definitely took it in the square. Definitely took it in the goal square, and he's been taken about 2 metres out of the goal square to kick it.
And it mattered not in the end.
In the end,
because I reckon he's kicked Wanderers into a showdown with St Mary's in next Saturday.
The rivals. We've got the rivals. St Mary's and Wanderers. I think that's it, Charlie. I think that is it for Nightcliff.
Gone at it hammer and tong, those two teams, Wanderers and Nightcliff, but still some minutes left in this game here, but beyond Nightcliff at the moment, and it's all Wanderers. Just terrific. Thomas Motlop with the footy, runs into the band, gets nailed, goes to ground, looks up at the umpire, and then goes with a kick up towards the pocket. Nice kick too. And goes along the boundary line where the mark is taken out there by Holmer.
They've been decimated, Nightcliff, since half-time. They've just had no answers whatsoever. No changes have really been made by Troy Coates either.
Well, they've kicked 3 goals since half-time and the Eagles have kicked 8. That's the story of the match, isn't it?
And it was just the changes that Dean Rioli made as coach, but then no changes by Troy Coates. It's probably the most pressure football his team's been under.
11-11 the Eagles. That's the score that Darwin had when they lost to Southern District 16-8. Holmer has the footy. He's got 2 goals. He goes for goal from a long way out, misses to the near side, comes up with a minor score. Siren imminent, and Wanderers are going to march to a showdown with St Mary's next week for the right to play in the grand final.
And a positive sign for Wanderers as well as Jackson Holmer's game. It's been very quiet this season. And Liam Patrick.
Tigers bring the ball back into play. Liam Patrick leapt onto it and he kicks the goal. He has his 4th.
Wow, I think he's
Game over.
Yeah, I think he's just about taking the mantle off VV for best on ground. He has been the difference.
Yeah.
Just dominating and everywhere. His leadership around the ground as well.
The person who cut it off, though, was VV.
Yeah.
Who got it to him.
They might have to share the award. If I was able to give an award, it'd definitely be those 2 players. And just VV doesn't get enough credit just for the 1%ers that he does, just to get his hands on the ball.
But VV really sparked him, didn't he, when they threw him in the middle. And Liam Patrick, what a superb performance from him. Let's go down to Kieran.
Yeah, Wanderers do see VV as a big game player, so he got best on ground in the Australia game as well earlier this season.
So Seb Gilhouse goes in the middle, and then he tries to get the knock away. He tapped it over the top. Who's in the way? VV. Man of the moment. Kick out wide, bounces towards the boundary line. Just landed in the field of play. Milks a few more seconds off the clock. Wanderers 11 goals, 12.
Deliberate. He's given it deliberate.
Oh, well.
It was a quick kick out of the middle.
So the margin, 15 points. The Eagles looking beautiful at the moment. 11, 12, 8, 15. Tigers in trouble since half-time.
Big trouble.
Big trouble indeed. Free kick paid here. Ryan Moo to take the free kick.
He's okay, you know. He's a mature player, isn't he?
He's a good player. His kick cut off here, though. Adam Tipungwuti, hardly sided in the first half, been very good in this second half. Long kick, pressure kick down into forward 50. Thomas Motlop using his body well. Tackle, gets out of it. Handballs backwards to Holmer. On the left boot, has the snap on goal. Will be only a behind for the Eagles. 8:15.63 the Tigers. Wanderers, however, 12:13.85. They lead by 22 points.
Here's the margin, a telling one, close to full time. There it is. Siren brings it to an end. The Eagles march to a qualifying final against St Mary's, and Nightcliff have some work to do when they play Southern Districts in that elimination final next week. So here at the stadium in Darwin, it's the Eagles winning 12-13-85 to Nightcliff 8-15-63.
Brilliant coaching by Dean Rioli. I just thought the changes he made, but Liam Patrick best on ground, followed very, very closely by Neil Vivi. And I think the move of putting Brodie Martin to the centre half back line just paid dividends for them. There wasn't one bad player for Wanderers. Nightcliff have a lot to look forward to next week, because I tell you what, they are looking very flat out there. Some of the players hit the ground when the siren went, Charlie, and what does Troy Coates do from here? That was their best team out in the park.
Can't get much better than that, Nightcliff, I don't think, and they're going to be up against a tough game next week.
It's very interesting, isn't it? You know, I was just thinking some of their midfield, we're talking about how well their midfield played in the first half.
Kieran's got Liam Patrick, sorry. Sorry,
Kieran.
Dominic.
Go, Kieran.
So I have with me the man of the moment, the X factor, the difference, however you want to label it. Liam Patrick, you won that game for Wanderers today. Those 4 goals and your presence in the forward line, they were crucial to the second half. What are your thoughts on the win?
Look, it wasn't my kind of moment. It was a team effort. You know, we wanted to make it special about the team. This is our 100th-year anniversary, so, you know, just playing our roles, that's what our individuals make it so special for the team. So, yeah, it's good to get the win and going towards the finals, yep.
Well, at quarter time, Dean said, you know, even though they've beaten you 3 times in the home and away, this is the finals. They haven't beaten you in a final before. Do you agree that when it comes to finals time, the Eagles are a different team?
Oh, yeah, you know, we are a different team in the finals. It was more defensive work we more focus on, and get the numbers and use our accountabilities, all that, and come in to win.